And it's a very good evening here at the Broadbeach Bowling Club on the sunny Gold Coast. It's been a magnificent day, filled with great bowling and good weather. And this is the gold medal match. Very big match between Queensland and WA. As we see on the screen there, Brenda Balchin, Brenda Thompson, Noelene Dutton from Queensland winning on the last bowl in their second round match to make it through to this gold medal game. And Therese, Hastings, Hailey and Kristina Krstic from Western Australia. So a lot of experience out there on the rink tonight, a lot of quality play. And the conditions have definitely changed over the last hour. The wind's dropped, so has the speed of the green. We're down to about 14 1/4 now. But it is the gold medal game for the Australian Triples Final. My name is Barry Lester, and I am your host in the commentary box. And I'm joined by another special guest. I thought, geez, can it get any better than Dylan Fisher? Well, Colleen Orr, the 2018 Australian Champion of Champions singles winner and a long-time Northern Territory state representative. Colleen, thanks for joining us.
Thanks very much, Barry. Glad to be here.
And you've stepped into the commentary box as well as Dylan, alongside Dylan Fisher. Dylan, thanks for backing up for another game, mate. You've really helped us out a lot today.
No, on your Baz. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to a great match.
Now, Colleen, let's talk about the players. You know the players pretty well,
yeah,
having played against them a fair bit over the years.
Certainly have.
How do you see this playing out, and how big of a home ground advantage do you think it is for the Queenslanders?
Well, it definitely is a home ground advantage for the Queenslanders, but Kristina Krstic is pretty handy on any green, so she'll be a danger, and it'll be a great matchup with her and Noelene. And of course, she's got Therese in the front end and Hailey, who's replacing Lara Butler. So they're both very formidable front end players. So yeah, it should be an awesome match.
And over the years, as I said in the intro, you've played a lot of bowls for Northern Territory, Ali Shields, you know, all the test matches and that. What do you think it comes down to in a match like this? Do you think it's using every bit of experience you've got? You've won Australian titles on the big scene, or is it just basically just going out there and backing yourself in all the way?
I think all of that, Barry. I think I really believe 100% it's the positivity. You go out there, you think you're going to win, and you keep your players up to thinking they're going to win, and that will get you the win.
Yeah, very true. And also tonight for this game, no time limit, still 18 ends, and Jack's being replayed, dead ends being replayed. So love that format. And we saw the Western Australian game, the third round game of their section. A lot of driving going on. So will we see a bit of firepower tonight from Kristina Krstic, the skipper, or as we saw also on the live stream earlier in the day, Noelene Dutton playing a couple of big weighted shots. How pivotal were those shots, Dylan?
Yeah, and it was on just the rink next door as well. So it's she's finding this green really well, and she played some massive bowls, and yeah, I think she'll be in for a big final, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
And we saw in that game as well, Brenda Balchin, she played the right hand of the screen as we look at it, the eastern side of the green, and once she swapped hands, and the ability for Queensland to really pack the head and then play a high effective game really changed, didn't it, Dylan?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really interested into this front end battle between the two teams. I've seen a bit of Therese and Hailey throughout the day. They've been playing really well, getting a lot of bowls in there for Kristina to play a natural game. So I think a big part of the game will come down to that front end battle. And
Colleen?
Well, I actually watched Dawn and Kristina play in that first match, and Kristina was on song. She was fierce. She was stealing bowls out of the head. She was magic. So between these two skips, it's going to be pretty fierce. I actually watched Noelene play in her final on the Queensland Triples final. It was live streamed, and she was amazing in wet weather and wind. And you know, those little size ones, people often say to me, I can't play with a size 1, it's too light, or get knocked out. Well, you just got to have a look at Knowlesy. She's amazing with them.
Yeah, so true. No, I recommend that as well for anyone out there listening in tonight. the size. You've got to have comfort and control, first of all. Don't worry about the ball getting knocked around or worry about the wind. You've got to get close using the right size of equipment. And you have to see some players over the years, even in the men's disciplines, you see some players like I've seen Aaron Wilson use size 2 sometimes. And if you've got full comfort and control of that bowl, like you say, and Nolsey, she's out there playing confident bowls, and she's going to need to tonight because this is as big as it gets. You're playing for Australian title. Everyone wants that gold medal. And Brenda Thompson, she just slides in under the front of the red one there. Probably enough for shot. Green speed, as I mentioned, off the top, just over 14 seconds. As earlier, I think, Dylan, we got it up to 16.5.
Yeah, you can just tell already from these first few bowls, just that real run off and finish has just dropped off, naturally being the time of the evening, but I think that'll make for even better standard of bowls once the players get the hang of it. I think we'll see some really high standard.
Yeah, nice effort from Hailey there. Well, if it falls, it's probably shot. If it's pretty close. Yeah, it's probably shot. So it took its time, but yeah, not a bad header bowl so far.
From that angle, it definitely looks like Hailey's shot to me.
So as the sun sets and a little bit of moisture creeps in, as you see, as Dylan said, a little bit of shine comes off the green, but all in all, running beautifully this green all day. We've got big games going on all around us. We'll keep you up to date with those also. We've got bronze medal matches as well as the men's gold medal match between Queensland and New South Wales on the rink next door. So big match, that one. A few young guns out on the rink there. Young Jack McShane.
So, you know, one thing I've noticed, Barry, is the number of young people in these events. It's been fabulous watching the young girls out there in the triples competing. I just love it.
Yeah, of course. And I'm not sure her age, but the skipper for Northern Territory, how old would she be, Colleen?
Which one?
For your female team.
Eliza.
Eliza, yeah.
Yeah, Elisa, it is.
Yep.
Elisa. She would be 23.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great to see.
Second year teacher, so yeah, she's going awesome. She's actually from Shepparton in Victoria.
We love to see it.
Yeah, she's going great.
Kristina Krstic, well, just sliding past. Right down the middle of the rink, though. She's got her line sorted early. As we see there, Brenda Thompson just putting her foot out, giving Noelene Dutton a bit of a reference. Decent crowds in tonight. Only day one. Big week of bowls ahead. All the disciplines. And we'll be live streaming
Nosy.
all week.
It's coming in now.
Look at it go.
Yeah, it's a great
She's
bowl.
done it.
Oh, she's
Great shot.
Well, some plenty of colour out there, so you can't miss the bowls. Noelene there, we're using the duo colour.
You mentioned they were size 1s.
Those
Colin.
size ones. Those size ones. She is. You know, people often say to me when they start, "Oh, I need to get a bigger bowl," but no, just what Barry said. You've got to be able to hold it.
Kristina Krstic, she's all over this. Needs the jack.
She
She's a little unlucky not to get shot
That's
there.
a great effort. So one shot to Queensland. They open proceedings with a nice shot there from Noelene Dutton being the winner there. And of course Therese Hastings wearing a few caps, being a current Australian selector. She can not only play in this event this week, but also keep an eye on the form and the talent out there. David Stockham also getting around. Big opportunity for these players to showcase their skills and push for higher honours. Got Dawn Heyman out there playing against Rebecca Van Ash. Superstars all around. As I said before, young Kane Nelson coming up against Jack McShane. About the same age, I think, 19, 20 years of age.
Yeah, they've both got the world at their feet in regards to their bowls careers. Both extremely talented, good temperament, everything going for them. So, yeah, it's awesome to see them play off against each other in a gold medal match.
And so what got you into bowls, Colleen? Tell the viewers, in 2011 you said, I'm going to give bowls a go.
Yeah, well, actually, at the end of 2010, we just moved up to the Territory. I come from a very competitive tennis family in Victoria, and when we moved up the Territory, I took 6 months off work and thought I'll go and play a bit of tennis, but nothing on during the day. And then thought I'll play golf, and again, nothing on during the day. They tend to play in the afternoon. So I thought, blow it, I'll head on down to the bowls club. And that was the end of me. Been on the green ever since. So that was probably 14 years ago. So I love it.
That's good to hear. And what about your friends when you took up bowls? What did they say? And any of them go with you?
All the things. No. So we'd only just moved to Darwin. So I'm actually a high school PE teacher by trade. So yeah, a lot of my friends that were PE teachers thought it was very strange. But no, I love it. And they were very supportive, so...
And I was there that day. You won the Australian Champion of Champions up there in front of your home crowd in Darwin.
It was so exciting. Yeah,
yeah,
it really was.
I must admit, whenever I think about that trip, I probably think more about seeing you do that there in front of your home crowd and local support crew. And was that probably, if not the biggest moment or achievement in your career?
Well, it really was, Barry. Like I when I started lawn bowls, I was so super keen right from the start. Rang up the folks and said, because we'd played competitive tennis all our life, I thought, well, here's my sport, and I'm going to play for my country now. That's what I thought at the start. Of course, then I went to the Broadie 2011, I think, was the sides here, and they announced the Australia team, and I think there was nobody over the age of 25 at the time, and rang Mum up. I said, well, forget that. I probably would have been mid-40s around that time, and said, no, that's not going to happen. So, but winning that Australian Championship meant I did get my green and gold outfit, and I got to wear it in Sydney at the World Champion. So that was pretty wonderful. And Mum and my older sister brought Mum and Dad up. So they were exceedingly proud. All the wonderful things about achieving in sport, was fantastic.
Well done. Yeah, and Dylan Fisher, 2014 men's Australian champions. Dylan, we'll get back to you. We'll just cover off this end so far. We've got Brenda Thompson just drifting under there. Kristina Krstic asking for a bit of weight up there on the forehand now. Queensland holding at least 3 shots here. Big moment in this match.
Yeah, I just get the feeling that WA ladies are still just trying to find their feet a little bit on this new green. So this is a big bowl here to try and reduce.
Beautiful stroke.
She's in a good area too.
Put it down nice. She's
the front.
Better.
Oh, that's stiff as well.
Still 4 down, but it's opened a path for Kristina to play her shot through that on the forehand.
And what about your achievements over the years, Dylan? We've held off just knowing that we've got you all day, mate. You've done plenty in the game. We brushed over winning Australian titles and that earlier, but you've also been an Australian Jackaroo, mate. For the ones, like you say, world at their feet, Kane Nelsons and Jack McShane's and that, you were in their shoes. I can't remember how old you were when you played for Australia, but tell us a bit about that journey for you, coming up and playing at the highest level and winning some big titles. Yeah,
it's probably a little bit tricky speaking about your own accolades and that sort of thing, but I'll keep it pretty simple. I started bowls when I was 10. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents who were bowlers at the Mount Eliza Bowling Club down in Mornington Peninsula. And I was just like any other normal kid playing football and cricket and all that sort of thing, but they took me down to the bowls club. I had a go, and long story short, I loved it and got addicted to it and kept playing, and it just sort of took off from there. She's played another good shot here. Made it 5. This is a big moment early on. Yes, anyway, it all moved really fast in my early days of playing junior bowls and sort of moving up the ranks a lot quicker than I thought would happen. Was lucky enough to debut for Australia at 18 years old. Very young, very, very raw at that stage, and probably looking back on it, Didn't really know what it was all about until you look back now and go, that was pretty cool.
She's holding.
Jack's the only option. Just travelling there.
It's a good cider. But yeah, I've been lucky enough to, really enjoy my bowls career, and more so now that I've gotten a little bit older, I really enjoy playing with my best friends that I've made throughout the years playing bowls, and really enjoy the team camaraderie at playing pennant and those sort of competitions. And I really, that's my sort of go-to these days. That's a little bit of my story, Baz.
Thanks, Colleen. Thanks, Dylan, for giving us a bit of insight there. As Noelene Dutton draws another shot, really hasn't made it much wider, but this bowl here from Kristina is huge. 1 down on the card. 6 down on the head. Just needs to take a yard of weight off.
Come on, hold up.
Questioning the weight she's got this time.
Yes.
To turn under.
Is it going to cut a few out, Baz, or is it going to run away?
Well, the weight's pretty good. The weight was good enough for probably shot nearly.
Days up, maybe. 4 and a look, I'd say. Uh-oh, here comes that finger measure. I'm not a fan of it. Yep, that was always going to happen. There's no harm in just measuring that one, especially a big moment like this.
Yeah. So Brenda Thompson, just going to let us know how many more, if any, than the 4 they've already taken out. So that's 5.
6.
And 6 it is. So we spoke about that earlier, Dylan, in the previous game when the Western Australian team dropped that 5, about not dwelling on the fact you've dropped the number, it's about how you react and saying we will get it back. Now they've got 16 ends. If you're ever going to drop a number, the old saying goes, you want to drop it early.
Yep.
What kind of, if you're in Kristina's shoes now, what kind of motivation or what kind of path would you go down from a leadership perspective from her?
Kristina, I think, is perfect in this situation. She's really cool, calm and collected on the bowl screen, I feel. I think she's got a really good temperament. I think she'll be backing in her front 2 to get their rhythm and find the green. As I spoke about earlier, they've changed greens and they haven't quite found the surface yet, but excuse me. I'm backing them in that they'll find the green in the next couple of ends and get on the board, and away they go.
Yeah, well said. And that's the thing about Kristina, especially the last few years, plenty of time around the Australian Jackaroos, playing big moments. I'm sure she'll just stay calm and have the right temperament in these moments. Colleen, on the back of what Dylan said about making friends and lifelong memories with teammates and so on, is that one part or a part of bowls that you really love too?
Yeah, I love it, Barry. You know me well enough to know how much I love the social aspect of bowls, but it's a pretty unique sport. I've played competitive sport since I was 4 or 5, but bowls, you can be competitive, but you can actually, you just have a wide range of friendships from all around the country. I was just thinking what you were saying about losing that 5. You know, as I coach the Open and the over 60s for the NT, and one of the things I talk about with the girls is how you respond to losing or being behind, or how you respond to duress is the mark of a champion, is it not? So being able to pick yourself up and be calm and in control without showing your stress to your teammates or your opposition, is truly a mark of a champion or a winner.
Yeah, well said. This game will test you, and this is a test now that Western Australia is experiencing, and there's a lot of experience out there. Hailey, very accomplished player herself. Obviously, her husband in Cody Packer, going great guns on the international or national and international scene, and Therese, Hastings and Kristina, been there, done that. So you're right. I'm sure they'll have a bit of a smile, bit of a probably a little chat on the crossover here, but it's one at a time from here if they want to for the next 10 ends. And Hailey Packer, well, that's how it's done. That's how you reply.
Toucher he is good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful shot. So that could be 2.
Yeah, I'm very confident Therese and Hailey will start to find the green the next couple of ends, and they'll get right into the game very soon. Both quality players.
Yeah, a little bit of swirling breeze still as I look around, just looking at some of the palm trees and all that in the background. Just still a bit of a swirling breeze, and down the left-hand side of that screen there, a bit of a crowd, a few up on the balcony. Monday night. Now, just on 6:30 Queensland time. And
so Brenda Thompson, she actually won the 2019 over 60s pairs after probably 3 or 4 years out of the sport. So she's a pretty solid dead draw, and there she goes.
Yeah, she was very missed. Didn't see Brenda around for a bit there, and I remember when I saw her not long after she'd come back, it was like, yeah, great to see you back on the greens, and such a lovely lady, just a warm and friendly person to be around. And I've probably known Brenda for 15 or so years around bowls now, and great person. So, and a great player, like you said, Colleen, and definitely a beautiful draw shot there. Potentially 2 down to 1 up now, so that's a pretty good double from Hailey. Around the mark, gave it a chance. The trail for the Jacks on there, so they're shaping up pretty well here. But I think off the back of what you said then, Colleen, is let's see how Kristina goes here, because I think if she does play something decent here, she'll be up and about.
I'll be back into it.
And like you say, it's how you respond.
It's not over yet, hey.
It's interesting, Baz, that they've persisting with the long lengths. It obviously worked a treat last end, but we noticed that in the game earlier today that the Queensland ladies were preferring the longer ends.
Yeah, they definitely did that, and you could see Noelene standing probably a metre or 2 off the tee and asking for the mat to be on the tee for Brenda Balchin, the lead. And it's definitely something I think they're going to stick at, because if Brenda can keep doing that, look out.
That was a huge bowl from Brenda there. Like that, you just thought maybe WA were about to set up a really good head here, and just to come down and consolidate what they've already got was huge.
Noelene just covering any danger here out of that wing area around that sort of 8 o'clock. You can see there 3 down there if the jack goes right back. I like the fact that she's gone quite deep, because it does make Kristina play this with really precise weight. I'm backing her in here. I think she'll respond well, Kristina.
I've seen her play some bombs all day today, so...
It's where they come from. She just needs to hold on. It's a great effort. It's another one in the mix. Oh, she got a fair bounce off that ball. It went sideways.
You don't see that very often. They actually rolled back. Got a nice kick and said, I might have a little sneak peek on the way past. Little drive-by.
She set up a really good shot for herself for the last. The trail a foot to the left of the screen is very good.
Does Noelene try and finish inside that bowl at 8:30?
Yeah, that's the target, isn't it? That's the target for sure.
Forehand.
She's a very clever bowler.
Oh, that's pretty good. So they've actually got a little pack forming at the back themselves now. So they've got the bottom left hand of the screen. They've actually got Nolene's 2 plus Brenda Balchin's earlier delivery. But Kristina, she can actually get this number, nearly the whole number back herself here.
Yeah, there is a perfect spot there.
She sent it this time.
She's got a bit more weight on it.
Tell you what.
She's got it.
Now it needs to hang, I think. Oh, she's got it.
Got
what a
it.
shot. What a shot.
Oh,
the double kiss.
The double kiss. If it double kissed the other way, it was 6.
It's 2, isn't it? 2 reds.
Wow.
What a shot, though. Like.
Oh, maybe not. It's tricky looking at it on the camera, isn't it?
Well,
you probably get to know it better.
2. So the double kiss probably cost them 3 shots.
Yeah, what a shot from Kristina.
Yeah, that was perfect.
2 still good. Gets them on the board and rolling.
Yeah, well done. but just what I love too, and we've spoken about it a fair bit already at length, but what I love there, as I said, Kristina, body language, her two teammates cheering her, getting right behind her. You would not have known they've just dropped a 6.
That's it.
6 or 7 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, being able to hold your head high and go, no, it's okay.
Yep.
We're long way to go. So, great learnings there.
Oh, that's always been a huge strength of Kristina. Seen a lot of her bowl coming through the junior ranks together. We're a similar age, so she's always been that way. It's an awesome skill set to have that under her belt, and her bowls ability's just got better and better as she's gone on, and it shows she's won everything in the game.
There are quite a few girls around that age group that are Aussie girls that have that beautiful nature, isn't there? You know, like Chloe Stewart's got that same positivity.
Couldn't agree more. There's a awesome group of female bowlers there that have been bowling quite a while, experienced but still young, and got a long career ahead of them as well.
So there's a bit of action happening right around this green tonight. We're down to gold medal games, bronze medal playoffs, which I absolutely love. Going out there and trying to really battle hard and win that bronze medal. And it's great to see most states featuring. And
Barry, it's actually an event that the NT guys love because we struggle to be competitive across 12, but we certainly have our chances in these small events which is single events. So we love it.
yeah, and we only have to look at the last round then in the sectionals. A lot of games, determined by a couple of shots, and the sections only determined by one or two bowls here or there. And yeah, you're right. That's what it can come down to. But I've lost to Northern Territory in Alley Shields. I've lost to Northern Territory, probably a couple of times over the years. But like I said to someone just the other day, whether it was WA, Tassie, anyone, didn't matter where they were on the ladder. After a couple of days into that Alley Shield, they were all going out there like they were playing another grand final. Every game was like a grand final, and cheering across the rings for every bowl and up and down and they're just so proud and honoured to be representing their state.
Exactly.
And I was having a chat with my opposition yesterday from ACT, and I just said, how have you enjoyed the week? And they said, yeah, this is the best as it gets for us. This is unbelievable to be able to come up against you guys. And, I know a couple of opposition yesterday, Aaron Sheriff was playing unbelievable, and they were just like shaking their head and going, oh, this is what we're here for, to play with and against some of the best players. And that's what
Brenda.
Yeah, these events can throw up. And also the few players in multiple events across the week, so stay across the results and that on the Bowls Australia website, and all the teams, all the draws are all there, so make sure you check it out. You can get a good look at people like Kane Nelson and Dawn Heyman, and they're in multiple events this week.
Just starting to put them in pretty good areas now, the WA ladies. I think they're just starting to settle in. Meanwhile, the Queensland ladies still bowling very well as well. So
yeah, it's back-to-back ends for Brenda to be able to put one right in there. Enjoying this wide side. Just turning in nicely. Just needs to get under the weight. Well, I was reaching for some chips, some hot chips, but whilst handing Dylan my jacket, walking over here, all those hot chips ended up on the cold grass. So anyway, I did a good deed and gave Dylan my jacket, but I, at the same time, sacrificed half a box of hot chips, and that's how it comes, how it works in life sometimes. But Robbie's got some, what do you got here, mate?
Ritz.
Some mini Ritz cheese. I'll pass for now. Might revisit those later, depending how long this game goes, because there's no time limit and we see a few dead ends. This could be a long game.
Is Kristina trying the little trail here?
I think so.
I think she's just coming under to set Brenda's, is she?
Needs to hold.
Will it back flop enough?
Should be enough.
Yep, drawn shot.
Yeah, great weight control from Kristina there. Only really a bowl off perfection. Noelene with her little size ones. Out on a good line.
Yeah, she's close here.
She's deadly.
Just on the high side. Yeah, I think that's the right call from Hailey. That backhand looks out of play now. I think the forehand's looking good.
A better line. She got the weight?
Not quite. Not a bad switch for line. Noelene having a little walk. You could see Noelene there with wearing the hat quite low over her eyes. And saw her hand also up over her eyes before, just shielding the light. Some players do play or can adjust quite well playing at night. Some do battle with it a bit. I'm not saying Nolene's battling, but did see her shield the light a few times. These lights are really good. The LED, we can put them on 3 levels here. So if you've just got barefoot bowls or people out having a bit of a fun, you can just put them on low, and then if you've got some important stuff, you can put them up high. So,
what do they cost, Barry? Do you know?
Well, I'm sure I know someone who knows someone can sort that out for you.
Because our lights outside at Darwin are terrible.
No, it's LED's the way to go now. Just finishing high there. Good weight from Noelene.
These lights,
I actually don't know what they cost, but they cost nothing to run. I know that, the LEDs.
These lights are very good, Barry. It's amazing how many clubs you play at and the lights are a bit subpar, but these ones are elite and you wouldn't expect anything else at this venue. Yeah, well,
the old halide globes, they just steal your juice. They're big on the power bill. So try and, if you're a club out there and you've got the old halide globes, high bay lamps, put in for a grant, speak to your local council. They're not great for the environment either, so with the LED they're fantastic, and if you've got a bit of solar, you're halfway there. So great addition to the club last few years. Good lighting.
And a lot of the states actually have some really good grants for solar as well.
Yeah, that's right. So WA clawing their way back after dropping a 6 on the second end, now just behind 3-7, and Therese Hastings, she's really finding her rhythm now.
They're into the game now. Found their rhythm, and I think we're in for a ripper.
So there's some little wins to be had in the game of bowls that don't always reflect on the scoreboard. So as it sits at the moment, yes, it is 7-3 in the way of Queensland.
Great shot.
It does sit 7-3 in the way of Queensland, but if WA wins the next end, that's 3 of the first 5, and that's a nice little win. It's a nice little goal to set, and or it might be 4 of the first 6, something like that. Break it up into 3 quarters of 6 ends and try and win those little battles, because any little goal you can set and achieve can really boost your confidence, saying you're on your way doing all the little things good, and then you just hope for a break. And you might be getting a big number down the track or string enough ends together to get back in front.
So Barry, my Barry said he played you in one of the test matches, and you mentioned about marking your card when you are winning on the change. So he continued to do that for the rest of the sides, and found it super valuable, which is actually something we've never thought of doing before.
Yeah, I'm big on it at Clubland, especially when selectors only look at picking teams off wins and losses for rinks, and rinks are, maybe winning more ends and winning more crossovers, but it's not reflecting on the score. Opposition might be having a day out, or you've just dropped a couple of loose numbers. But yeah, if you can win the front end battle, so I just asked my seconds to circle the number.
Such a great idea.
The end number, and then we can just see how many front end battles are winning when the skips go to the mat, and so it's another little indicator, KPI for the selectors, and you can go to different lengths with that. As we see Hailey Packer sit that bowl for 2. Brilliant shot. Great call from Kristina there.
It's that late turn on that hand, Baz. It just really got down right at the end.
Yep. Nah, it's a great shot. Beautifully timed shot that. Perfect weight. Miss. She was going to nestle into a good area. And then in a 21 end environment, break it into 4 quarters. Try and win, a couple of quarters of the match. Try and win more ends, etc. But set little KPIs and see how you go.
That's really what we did in the sides. Like, we didn't have any wins, but we were trying to get our ends up in the sides. And often the girls would come in with 9 or 10 ends won, but of course we didn't get the numbers. But that's there's something positive to take away then for the girls when they're losing a lot. You only look at the end score, and if you look at the ends won, it just gives you some positivity.
And this is a perfect example.
Yeah.
WA is staring down the barrel of winning 3 of the first 5 ends. Now that's a great stat.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the score might reflect that they're down. But if you're instilling that in your team, that you're ticking boxes, you're achieving goals, but there's just been that slip up of dropping a bad number. It's all good. It's all good. And but Brenda Thompson, she's going to try and win this end for Queensland. It's going to start with playing some weight here.
She's just held a bit.
It did. Snapper, what happens here, mate? Do you try and change it for Noelene? It does look pretty inviting. Or do you go to the back?
I think it's a backhand draw trying to get to that cluster of bowls, and if you move the outside of this red one to tuck the jack in, is also really good.
So that's sort of a contingency bowl.
Yeah.
Plan A, turn the red down. If you miss, get to a good area.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Kristina Krstic. Let's see if she's on the same page as Dylan Fisher. As we said earlier, current state skipper for Victoria, and a man that's been there and done it in the game. Still at only how old are you now, Dill?
30.
30.
Oh.
What a shot, Kristina. That's perfect.
Great shot.
Wow, long way to go. We still haven't had that game of golf yet, mate.
Yeah, we need to get out there. I need to get out there more often.
Alrighty. Noelene Dutton.
Playing that hardish weight.
Wow, I think she decelerated on that.
This is a moment
She's
here.
trying to sit.
What do you think, Colleen? More weight with her next?
Yeah. She can't. Well, I don't know what the wind's doing out there. Which way is the wind
It's pretty hard to tell here.
from here?
It is a bit swirly on the other side, but we're pretty protected here.
Yeah. She's just trying to come back off the red, trying to get second
I think
shot,
she's
even shot.
drawn another here.
No. No.
Yeah. She played that really well. As not.
I think Brenda's bowl still wins.
I think it's an increase in weight, but if she decides to play that just sit and stay weight, then I can understand that as well. It's probably a personal preference here.
And that
She's feisty, so I reckon she'll be up and at 'em, but I could be wrong. You hear Brenda? I'd go it, she said.
Yeah.
I think that's there's more options quicker. You can get guts of the red through half jack, outside of the shot bowl through jack. She's very close.
She's very close.
Outside
She's
through.
killed it.
Killed it.
Great
What a shot!
Great hit.
Yeah, sometimes direct's the way to go. As we see, bang, bowl through jack, big clutch shot there. I love the communication, Colleen. So Dylan and I were chatting earlier, and Dylan made a good point about keeping your front end really involved, not just from a bowling perspective, but from an off-mat perspective. And with your experience, like you say, playing for NT and all that, you love that team environment, mate, and having everyone stay involved.
I just really, the work I've done, this year was my 3rd year. The work I've done is really, we have a lot of new girls every year because we just don't have the numbers. But teaching the girls about, it's as simple as where you stand. It's as simple as the ownership of the rink by where you stand when it's your mat. And I really love it when I coach the over 60s and I'm at the back, so I literally run around from one rink to the next, showing them how, like, the girls from the other team are standing only a metre and a half back and it's your head, so that they must step forward and own that rink and be in that together, shoulder to shoulder. So we've done a lot of work on that. Sounds like a really simple thing. We've done the other work as well, but just understanding about how to work as a team and keep everybody up as a team, stop the negative talk as a team. It's just been and they've grown a lot, the girls. We're not there yet, but we're working hard.
Yeah, that's right. Very well said. Good insight from Colleen Orr. And we appreciate you giving up some time tonight, Colleen, as Therese Hastings is corrected very nicely there. I never ever get upset with a lead bowl that's behind with the first one. As Bradley Gibson joins us. Sounds like Snappo's used some hot chips. On you, Gibbo. I'd already eaten about half the box, but yeah, wouldn't have mind having them back. But
I'm pretty sure I've seen him lean over and put a couple in his mouth.
No. I reckon they'll make a couple of butcher birds or noisy miners around here pretty happy, those chips now. As Hailey Packer, smooth release, nice and low, great follow through. Sends that one out on a nice line. I think she got a bit of wind on that one.
So that's the other thing, Barry, we don't have in the territory is wind. So we don't have wind that you have to play against or with or anything really. It's either a cyclone or nothing. So no pegs on the clothesline. So that's a whole new thing when we go away as well. So with slow greens we don't have and wind we don't have. So
I think you'd appreciate a cool breeze every now and then, Colleen.
Yeah, I know, but we do not have it, not really at all.
Yeah, true. I can't really think of it ever experiencing much wind. I've been to Darwin, I know 4 times. Can't really think of it myself.
No wind, really. Not enough to affect your bowl on a green.
The big wheel in the side of the casino can produce a bit of wind. That big wheel, had a little bit of luck on that back in the dark ages. The big wheel.
How old were you then, Barry?
Oh, 2006 Alley Shield. Yeah, that was the first Alley Shield when we went to 3 rinks. There you go.
Yeah, so used to be
4. Used to be 4 rinks, the Alley Shield. State sides used to be 4 rinks.
But a long time ago, didn't it used to be 7 a side? Like I know some of the girls were saying that the sides used to be a 7 a side, or was it a 9 a side?
I know of a 6 and a 5 a side, but no. Brenda Thompson, 1 down to maybe 2 up. Big shot. Right. Brenda's she's in the mood, Brenda Thompson. You see they're coming out great. She's struck that nicely. No, there was a Moama 5 a side, then there was the Australian 6s.
Right. It's a Super 6s.
Super 6s, yep. But no, it was always good. But see, the Alley Shield now has been a men's and women's event for quite a while now, whereas it used to be separated, played at different times. Okay. And but yeah, no, it's fantastic to be able to go back to 3 rinks and have it played at a shared venue with the men and women and bring both teams together. Did the NT used to have
4 rinks in the men's and women's, or no? You're not sure?
As far as I know, yeah. Yep.
I think Kristina's playing the just over the draw plant through the purple to promote the red a couple of rolls.
And she's on target here.
Look at that. Oh, she can
flop off the blue. What a shot. Oh, not rocking down. Big effort. Brenda Thompson.
She likes her finger measure.
Stealing that off Lurchy over at the Hawks. Noelene Dutton.
She's got a nice shot just to...
She has.
Just to arrive under.
Oh, she's gone round.
It's not a bad place in case Kristina does get a little bit aggressive. I don't mind I don't mind playing a little bit of weight up for that cannon, or even backhand, just flop off her own or the blue.
Yep.
Because if she sits that blue, I think she makes 3, doesn't she?
She's got a nice shelf there, doesn't she? If she hangs wide, she gets the blue.
So backhand, land the blue with 3 feet and make 3, or forehand cannon, turn the red bowl up for shot.
She's going for the forehand.
Bit more direct, a bit more weight as well. You'll see some good loop here. Here it comes.
Because she could draw it on. Wait, miss it.
Well, it doesn't leave Noelene much. Maybe does Noelene play a little cheeky 4-foot draw down off the red?
Yeah, I think with the right weight, Baz, it's pretty safe.
Well, she'll just run off that
Yeah.
to the jack. She moves
Treat
the jack.
Kristina's as the jack.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
But even if she got the red, she's still going to run through.
Yeah, it's a nice little shelf, isn't it?
Nope, she's going to draw around. Might look different out there.
Yeah, the angle here is definitely...
It does work hard back, this hand. You can see that it's starting to work back. It's nearly going to get right behind the jack. So the right weight there, she draws another. So that's what that hand can do. It gives you that confidence. We saw a few players last game do that. Play some really nice touch draw shots.
So what sort of bowls does Noelene have? Do you have that information?
They're the aerodynamics.
Right.
They look like a dynamic line coming down. They've just got that nice shape
Yeah.
without bending away too much.
What do you use, Dylan?
XGs. Yeah. Been Henselite for the most part.
Which Kristina's got the XG.
Yeah, she does. She's been Henselite forever as well, I'm pretty sure.
So after a big kill by the Queenslanders, Noelene Dutton, 3 down, kills the end, saves a 3, and then nothing better than when you kill an end down a number, and then you bounce back and win the next end. So I add that up to a nice turnaround. That's a 4-shot turnaround. So 1 shot to Queensland, and they lead now 8-3. Yeah, massive shot there from Noelene, killing that end. Staring down the barrel of potentially being 7 all it was, with Kristina 1 to play. So we've got Sue Orman just helping us out with a great shot there from Brenda Balchin. Yeah, just about 7 aside was women before amalgamation. So, yep, that was... no,
Thanks, Sue.
I must admit I wasn't familiar with it, but thanks for that, Sue. Appreciate that. And we got a few people tuning in from all around Australia, so we thank you. Grab the link and share it. Pass it on to your friends. Put it on your wall.
So Sue Orman's actually coming up, filling in the fours.
Yep.
For the NT side.
Yeah, good on you, Sue.
She's probably at the airport now.
Okay. Brenda Balchin, forehand again after that cracking opening bowl. If she can just slide on past about a yard from her first delivery, well, that's pretty much as perfect as leading gets.
Guys, you're saying it's slowing down, but that's taken a very wide draw, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's funny how that happens. With the Tiff Dwarf, even though like you could go, let's say you haven't played all day and you went out for a roll up right now, you'd be still drawing out to the peg. Just the strong drawing Tiff, you can see that there is going to get back no trouble at all. Even though the green's down to...
Is that because the drag on the bowl, so it actually like grips the bowl to...
It's just the grass. It's the stalk of the Tiff Dwarf. It sits down so nicely and produces that turn versus the bent.
The other thing about these greens too, Baz, is you could have an inch of rain and then, the next day it's still going to run 13 plus. They just don't ever get any slower than that. I think they were saying down at Tweed the other week for the juniors how much rain they had, over 100 mil, and it still ran 13 seconds the next day.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, I remember we played a series against Scotland here years and years ago, and the night before the series started, there was Paul Foster and Alex Marshall and all the big guns came out. It was a great series, and there must have been, well over 100 mil of rain from late afternoon into the evening, and we're sitting at the opening ceremony inside the clubhouse just watching this torrential rain come down, and all the Scottish players were having a bit of a smile going, "You beauty." And we got out the next day and it still ran 13 seconds, and the greens just drained amazingly well. And Les
so
Gibbs...
they think 13 seconds is quick
Well,
for them.
most places you go to, that the green shouldn't get over probably 11 or 12, but the drainage is so good, and the operation the team has here, they're across that, and yeah, those sand-based tiffs, they just drain so well. Nice shot from Hailey. I don't mind that. The fact that she has put another bowl in there. Jack high. Doesn't want to go like playing too niggly at it and sort of spray it heavy and not stay around. The fact that she has kicked her...
She's drawn another here.
Brenda, she's up.
Oh, needs to be careful. Or sit on the front of it. Brenda Thompson.
Great shot.
Beautiful.
Is on a mini heater. Stringing 3 or 4 really good ends together here.
And that back blue one's looking pretty good now.
Yep. It's been a great end for the Queenslanders so far. Hailey Packer look to crack an egg or at least get behind here.
Pretty fair effort. It gives Kristina chances,
will be happy with that,
doesn't it? Yeah. Those 2 bowls can be removed from the head on that forehand, I reckon, but it gives Kristina another chance to get it through the jack as well.
So what's she going to do? Forehand?
Look, it's a tricky one because playing that promotion onto the purple, onto the jack, back to Hailey is there. I think it's the slightly harder shot.
It is.
I think more direct. You get inside of the blue it kills, outside of the purple you can remove both bowls, I believe.
Yeah, I think
more
for
percentage.
this. Yeah, I think for this stage in the match, it's not easy to put 2 real close bowls in there, and if the opposition do that, still provide a bit of a target. I think you've got to use that as a bit of a positive and just go for it. Someone of Kristina's ability with her weighted shot. That's the beauty of that 3rd and 4th bowl. They're not only 3rd and 4th, but they're not, well, you'd like to think not in a zone where they'll get taken out if Kristina plays large weight. Well, Noelene, will she change the angles up here?
Oh, she's
well, Kristina, you're going to maybe
Other
have to
side.
change your mind here. So backhand.
I think it's backhand firm.
Crack an egg or go purple-blue.
Oh, she's playing the really hard weight.
Yeah, I just felt Kristina was lacking a bit of extension on that one.
Yeah, she didn't quite seem to get through it.
No,
well.
not one of her smoothest. I just felt she might have just rushed off the mat with that one. Be interesting to see if she just takes a bit more time with her next one. I think maybe Dylan might be that in between shot, thinking is it just arrive or go big. Be interesting to see whether she gets a bit more aggressive here, Kristina.
Is she just a 2 down or the?
Yeah, it's just the 2. She's got backest. I think this has got to be a get into it.
Yeah, half of the purple and get the blue on the exit. It's a little bit more exposed down that end there where Kristina is. A bit more windier. Stay down on that one a bit longer. Much better release. Purple blue. What a shot.
Shot.
Nice
Great
reduce.
shot.
Back-to-back ends for the Queenslanders. They lead 9-3 after the 6 ends.
So how are you enjoying life up here?
5 years now.
Is it
Yeah, it's
really?
been great. Yeah, 5 years. As Snapper knows, we talk nearly every day. I stay as connected as I can to my good friends back in Vic. I do miss my squad of mates, but I've got some really great mates up here now, or even before I moved up here. But Broadbeach have been fantastic for me. Settled in well here, and you got exciting new management and boards, and just see the renovations of where the club wants to go, and maintaining that community feel too. So that's what we're really focusing on in my role. Just make sure we're staying a really nice, proud community venue, and providing as best facilities we can for the bowl. So no, loving it, Colleen. And
the club definitely has a lovely vibe. We'd come down earlier before it all started, and it is a central point for all the, you've got lots of accommodation around here, but people tend to come down. They're not really bowling. They just come down and have a meal, and it's just got a really nice feel.
And what I really do love too, I must admit, and each club's different, but the members, we're pretty connected, from social media to messages and stuff. We've got our recent life member, Peter Lum. He's in charge of our text messaging service. He's the member that keeps us connected via text, group text, any messages or notifications, knowing not everyone's a social media person. So
yeah, good.
He does an amazing job with that. We've got a lot of volunteers. Jay Globert's new bowls coordinator, and really cool vibe. And we've got some great plans moving forward, and looking forward to getting out there and engaging with the community. And our junior program's going awesome. Johnny Trainer does a great job there. I think we had 54 to our Come and Try Bowls Day over the school holidays. Yeah, 54 kids, full green. It's unreal.
Did you go out and help them?
Yeah. I did the socials and stuff, but mainly sort of just did the socials and captured it while we had our great coaches. And they come in for a free sausage or a hamburger and can of Coke or whatever, and enjoy the experience. So got a great junior program, and the parents come down and have a game and that themselves. And some superstars in there. It's scary to see how good they are, 9, 10, 11 years of age.
No fear. Just get in there. They want to hit something, and they're great.
Brenda Thompson.
Oh, she's having a blinder.
Oh, my God, so close. Really feeling her weight and control out in there. But it's big, isn't it? Junior bowls come a long way with the equipment and all that, but just being able to open the doors up, just say, come on down.
Yeah, fabulous. Well, the barefoot bowls in Darwin is huge. We don't have a junior program because we don't really have anyone to run that. But it's a go-to activity for many people and families across Darwin. So it's
our challenge is converting the social barefooters into playing.
Yeah, but I mean, I started on a social time, and most of the people now certainly in our ladies' side have come through that side. I mean, that's the days of retiring. And
Brenda Thompson, I tell you, she is in.
That is unbelievable.
You could see it release there.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she was trying to do, just make a little correction and trail that jack.
That's
in touch is Brenda Thompson. But look, Colleen, I'll be honest, just thinking on the spot. I'll help however I can. From a bowler / someone that's worked in the sport for a while, I'll help however I can, and just stay connected. Let us know. We will all help. You know what I mean, with any programs or whatever. Just yell out.
I mean, the thing about Darwin is most of us actually work, so it's we don't have a massive retired population in the territory, although it is growing. Generally, if you live in the territory, you work because it's an expensive place to live. So we don't have massive amount of volunteers like other clubs have. Anyway, we do all right.
Okay. Noelene Dutton. 9-3 up, holding a good 2.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Kristina plays, whether it's delicate or getting into it.
Noelene just can't afford to flop off one of those purple bowls of Brenda's. Just make that a 2 or 3 bowl target.
Just trying to change it a little
Perfect
bit.
here is just sneaking under the head and covering the WA bowls on that side of the head.
Does Kristina just try and rip the bowls out, Dylan?
Backhand.
What do you
No.
think?
I
Forehand.
think
Where did
she's
it go?
going to play it delicate again and try and sit trail. They've got bowls that side of the head where the jack's coming, but look, to Queensland's credit, they're not giving Kristina, great heads to play at. They're making her play really tough shots. But this is coming from the right angle.
Here she goes.
That is
She
a great
goes.
shot.
Look at that.
Great shot.
Kristina Krstic, big bowl, down 2 on the head, 6 down on the card. Colleen, you've spoken a bit about Noelene, knowing her game and what she's capable of. What about her love for the game? She just seems like someone that just loves the game and everything about it.
I remember watching her play I reckon it might have been the Australian Open pairs. Well, I'm not going to say it was a grand final with Emma Spicer. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Out on that middle green out there. And she was so fierce. She would, to play one shot, she would take so much time, and then she'd walk up and have another look and come back and have another look. And she won it on the last bowl that she played. I can't recall, did she rip something out, but I think she played with weight. She is such a fierce competitor. That's what you love to see, isn't it?
They're urging this one in again. 2 pretty good shots. Importantly, she's made a conversion on her head that wasn't looking that flash.
And here it is, a little team chat. Just try and pick up what they're going to say here. Just check out the body language.
Lip read there, Barry.
I reckon it might be a mat back and short or even a mat up and short.
How good is it though? Just seeing 3 players there, having a bit of a chat, just trying to take a breather, own the moment.
What would you do if you were the opposition right then? What would you be doing? I'd be having another chat down somewhere else.
Just talking about all the positives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying, well done, great stuff, 9-4, almost halfway. I think, make sure you're doing the little things right. Grab a drink. Just grabbing a hold of all the positives.
They're smiling and having a great time. They're enjoying themselves. Think they're in a really good headspace at the moment. They're playing well and they don't need to change much. And what length is Therese going to choose here?
So I've seen Therese indicate that she was going to bring the mat up, so here we go.
So Matt looks to be about 3 metres short of the minimum. And Jack pretty much on the tee here. So 23, 24 metre length. And Therese, well, she's been pretty handy, but Brenda's been coming in, trailing Jack, sitting bowls. Hailey's been solid as well. And as it sits at the moment, you remove that 6 out of the game. That's really the difference. And just the body language, the support of the players. Everything's been great post that 6. Definitely have not looked worried at all about the scoreboard pressure. And Brenda's pretty much just played this forehand the whole time. Needs connection. Just
And there's a little change in what you're doing, just changes it up for the opposition as well.
Yeah, both leads playing opposite hands in this direction, so they're just trying to go about it their own way.
These bowls here, those corrections from your first one are really important. She's on a great line. And she's done it, I think.
Great shot, Therese Hastings.
Yeah, these little moments like that can just get you kick-started in the right direction.
So, Therese Hastings, did I mention that? Her and Faye Luke won the first time they ever played the over 60s in the Australian Open, didn't they?
Yeah, correct.
When was that, Barry? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, it'd be 2:15, 16, 17.
Something. Two very excited ladies they were.
Yep. And you'll be back, Australian Open next year, Colleen?
Yeah.
Very good. Make sure you get your entry in. Apparently entries open in December, and if there's anything to go by...
We love it, Barry. It's the best thing that they ever come up with, really, for bowls. I think it just... there's people that just come up just to watch people play, let alone play themselves. I just think it's fabulous.
Yeah, 14 venues. So many bowlers on the Gold Coast. Massive event, the Australian Open. Yeah, when the entries open in December, make sure you get in early because they do fill up quickly, and if you're not in early, you will miss out, that's for sure. Long waiting list now. As we just take a little quick sneak peek around the rinks, the other matches. Nice shot there from Brenda. Men's gold medal game, Queensland 11-4 up after 8 ends. So nice little lead there for Kane Nelson and his team over New South Wales. And the women's bronze medal game, New South Wales playing Tasmania. And Tassie up 8-3 after 9. And the men's bronze medal game, South Australia playing ACT. South Australia leading 11-8 after 10 ends. And those games, there really isn't much in it, especially being so early. The big margin there is between Queensland and New South in the gold medal match for the men's triples. But as we can see in this game, one number and you're right back in it. And the conditions are quite good, but we did see, though, only a few minutes ago when Kristina was on the mat, she just paused a few times. It does swirl and gust at times. Tomo. Come on, Tomo.
Handy past the head because WA had a couple past the head there, and Kristina could have played a confident shot onto the red, but that's finished in a good home. Kristina's got a little bit of room to add another here.
Yeah, she's been playing that forehand beautifully,
yep.
So she'll just plonk one in.
Yep.
So Matt up, Jack on the tee. Bit of a new program here for this game. Kristina Krstic on the forehand. Probably got 18 inches to count. And it's Barry Lester here, joined by Northern Territory's great
Settle.
Colleen Orr.
Here she goes, Kristina.
Just needs
Settles
to drop in, fall over.
And Victoria's Dylan Fisher. I really thank you for your time and joining us tonight for this game. Great to have some experience in the commentary box here, sharing your insights as well and some stories about the game. Great to hear your story, Colleen, about trying other sports but then finally choosing bowls. I hear many stories in a similar nature, and you just want people to, ideally stick at it and share some of the experiences we have in the sport.
Do you know, Barry, and I've coached lots of sports as well, done my time on the tennis court for years, but the thing about lawn bowls, and we have school groups down at Darwin Bowls Club, is watching, the short, dumpy kid at the back that's been pretty hopeless at sport get a bit of success in front of his schoolmates is what makes me love this sport. I just love the personalities that we have, and we see that in the people that represent the sides last week. it takes all sorts, and appeals to, people that may not have been awesome at other sports. Of course, people that are good at those other sports are often good at bowls as well, but I do love that about bowls.
Inclusiveness, that's
Yes.
right. That's what it's all about. Yeah, and over the years when I've dealt with any schools, the sports class is the last class I visit. You just don't have to compete with the other sports for the sports kids. The academics, the arts, the music. Go and have a crack.
Down there.
Go and have a crack first with those kids.
Kristina.
As we see a beautiful switch, Kristina Krstic.
It's a really good two as well. It doesn't leave Noelene all that much to play. Unless she's feeling adventurous.
Well,
She's going to come down the middle for sure.
they all go. I'm just putting it out there.
On her backhand, yep.
Backhand, orange, half of orange through red, through orange.
Yeah.
But would she be scared of taking out the bush?
She's got the backest.
Have taken out her blue at the front though. Will that?
No.
No.
Well, she's got two.
She's got the one on the side, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to make any difference.
I think this is a championship bowl. I'm putting it out there. Yeah, sometimes I think you got to go for it. Drop a 2 here, and then WA's won 2 ends in a row. It's 9-6. If you play this, you make it 2. All of a sudden 11-4, and you show to the opposition you're up and about. What will we see here? I don't know if she will, but
She's going to be fierce.
she's stepping up pretty square here. She is.
She's pulled it.
Yeah, she's Cardinal Syndrome.
I wonder who's got third, if that blue at the front is definitely third. I don't know if she would have played it if it wasn't.
Well, I'm just looking through the wall there. They'll be measuring it, I reckon.
Well, if it is 3, I felt it was the right shot, but definitely not forehand. The first rule to driving in any situation, you always drive away from your own bowl, and she drove towards her nearest bowl then.
And I don't think the angles were the same on the forehand either.
Oh, Noelene.
3.
Yeah, no, I learnt that in my second year of bowls. If you're going to drive away from your nearest bowl. Poor old Noelene there. Just pulling it tight and taking her nearest out. So all of a sudden, 9-7, WA's picked up 2 ends in a row.
And they're in the driver's seat, aren't they? They're
Well,
owning it.
Got the length too on their
Yep.
terms. Dylan, Colleen, let's go. Talk us back through that end. What do you do? Do you play less weight? Do you play the other hand? You tell me.
Well, from my point of view, the way I saw the angles of that head, you would have had to go on really a lot firmer on the forehand to get that right side of the orange bowl. Noelene has a pretty firm running shot, but I don't think firm enough for that shot. So on the backhand was more the play. Unfortunately, the execution just wasn't quite there. But like Barry said, I think it was worth having a go, and it could have been a big moment in the game to remove those bowls and get the mat back. And it would have been what I call a little bit of a heartbreaker, where the WA ladies were thinking they were sitting quite pretty, and to not win that end, they would have felt a bit hard done by. But it wasn't to be for Noelene, but I'm sure she'll move on from it pretty quickly.
Yeah. It was actually the only choice she had, was to drive down at that bowl. She couldn't have really drawn third shot, and it's not much to be achieved by drawing third. She really needed to win that end.
I agree, couldn't agree more.
And it might have been just a case, if it goes wrong, we only drop one more as well, that old saying. But
Yeah.
it is definitely something to keep in the forefront of your mind, knowing that if you are playing weight, ideally, if you can, try and play away from your nearest bowl. So we're just looking at a couple of comments here. We've got Australian Open dates next year, June 7 to 20. And of course, plenty of bowls on before the AO and after. plenty of big tournaments around not only the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast. Coolangatta have a big triples after the AO. Mooloolaba have a big fours. You've got the Blue Diamond and Matador tournaments here at Broadbeach.
You can be exhausted before you even start the Australian Open, Barry, can't you?
Yeah. I've tried to do a bit of both the last couple of years, try and maybe play one or both, but I felt this year playing both was quite good. I think for more just the mental capacity to be able to grind out a full day of bowls over those amount of days, because that's a big commitment when it comes to the AO. As Hailey Packett, just missing a little bit high. I like that intent though. Gives us something to play to now, another back bowl. But yeah, it's you pray for a Monday singles draw or a Sunday, so you can get that break after the Matador and Blue Diamond.
We used to, Tweed Heads used to run a ladies singles on the Saturday, Sunday before the Open started for the girls. I think the men's singles is on the... No, what's on the Saturday, Sunday?
Men's singles,
men's singles. So we used to go down and play in the Tweed Head ladies singles. So that was a big tournament that we all loved, but that folded. Not sure why.
Yeah, well played, Hailey Packer. Cut one out there.
So, Barry, is there talk of mixed pairs yet in the AO or not really? That hasn't come off?
Oh, that's definitely not my area of expertise. No. But I'm not sure. I think at the moment I don't think there is, but it's quite a big.
It's huge,
isn't it? From all the disciplines, from the para and the juniors and the over 60s and all that, I just don't know if there's enough days. I really don't, unless they did it somehow under lights every night. But as it sits at the moment, it can get a bit tricky if you're in a lot. You can start getting deep in a lot of events.
You win a couple of events through your knockouts, and then you.
And it's great that we've got the extra roofs now. If there's a bit of inclement weather, you've got three indoors to choose from now, which is great.
So you've been out to Helensvale, the course, with their two colours
now.
Is it awesome?
I do a bit of work with Max, and we opened the first green at Helensvale earlier this year in terms of doing a bit of promotion, and the double roof, the twin roofs, how they sit together connected. It's something. It's just something special. Yeah. So,
Kristina, here she comes.
Needs a little slide.
Couple of good shots here, the Queensland ladies.
So they're holding four at the moment.
That's Hailey's bowl. Third shot.
Oh, at the front there.
Yeah, to the right of screen.
Oh, this is hers. Yep.
Probably favour Hailey's, for third. Noelene, though, I think she's more worried about the back stuff. Yeah, she is going round there. Oh,
she's done well. Yep, Jack in the ditch here.
So this is definitely the example of playing towards the nearest bowl. So once again, drive. See if you're tight.
Yes.
You drive towards the nearest bowl when you're down.
Close.
Bowl jack.
Oh
no. That's very unfortunate for Kristina. A really good conversion in the area.
It's definitely one to Queensland, and then those other ones look quite close. Hailey's versus the blue versus the purple as well. If Nolene's able to just get a roll it out of the purple or just sneak underneath, then...
That's what Brenda's calling her on.
Will it get there?
Just pulling up. Yeah, well, it's be interesting to see here. It's one of those heads. It could be only one. It could be two or three. Three.
So after losing two ends in a row, they pick up a three and now lead 12-7 at the halfway mark of this match. Gold medal game. Australian women's triples title here, Broadbeach Bowls Club, brought to you by Bowls Australia and their brilliant team putting this together. Definitely a great event on the calendar. It's been a big couple of weeks. A lot of good bowls being played and more to come. Make sure you keep tuning in all week here. Live streaming commences lunchtime every day. So 5 shots in at the halfway mark. And Brenda Balchin pulling up a yard short there, but she's just going about her business there, putting them in good areas.
Yeah, both Brendas have been playing very well so far. Great first half to the game, and yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens this second half. It's been a case of Queensland jumping away at the start, but WA consolidating, and we just saw last end. I think the Queensland ladies will be really pleased with picking up a 3 there just to get that little bit of a buffer again. But if you're the WA ladies, you're not feeling out of it at all. They're definitely in this game.
No, they're not out of it.
They're bowling well enough and things can change very quickly.
Yeah, well done. Brenda Balchin, she's played well all day. Well, for the 2 games we've live streamed anyway. And that switch, we've mentioned it a couple of times. She very, very rarely plays that wide side now. It's almost like she sort of said, no, that's enough. As you can see, the width this hand takes as it comes across the screen. But all day, this green's just ran beautifully. It's turned well, still running at a nice pace.
Would this be the pick of the 3 greens, do you think? 4 greens, Barry? Yeah.
This green's probably the best green, best performed green in the world for 10 years. Not many is good. Getting to fortunately play on some really good greens as well next week. Heading down to Moama for the Moama pairs. And
oh yeah, wonderful.
Their greens are always great. Looking forward to that.
We've just been down for the ladies. Yeah. Played with Carol Fair in that. Sarah and I were going to finally have a run, but work commitments meant she couldn't play, so Carol Fair and I had a go and got 5 out of the 8, so we were pretty happy with that.
How are the renovations coming along over at the main clubhouse?
Still under rent, yeah.
Still boarded up,
yeah.
So exciting to see that. I said years ago, I wonder when we'll see a resort sort of style bowling club set up in Moama. Well, they've already got everything, and now this is just going to be icing on the cake.
It's pretty magic there, isn't it?
Yeah, great club. Brenda Thompson.
Just playing through those 2 bowls on the run in.
Yeah, a little bit risky. I'm not quite sure.
No, it's not risky if you're Brenda Thompson.
It's a good home. Thought she might have sent it out high around the red, but the front impression's been quite good.
Yeah, Hailey just needs to get one around about for Kristina here, so she's not going to the mat. Trying to draw to cut down.
Oh, a nice line. Just needs to pull up a touch here.
Drop in there.
Oh, it's not wasted. Great track.
Big reaction there from Kane on the rink next door. I'm not sure what's happened.
Yeah, I think he's a couple down, looking to trail the jack for a number. Just went through the hole.
He's a bit of a perfectionist, Kane, so knowing him, it's probably not all that bad, but because he's so good...
From what I can see, he only looks 2 down max, but yeah, I think Jack was 3 or 4.
Okay.
Nearly feathered it. But they've still got the 8 ends to go, so you can see he knows that they're playing a quality team. That's turning into be a tight match over there. The men's bronze medal match South Australia versus ACT. There's only 2 in it. There's Noelene, Dutton. Well, that was a bit risky in itself. A bowl tighter there, pumping that red bowl up.
Yeah, I don't think she meant to be that heavy.
No.
Just a little bit of a loose end, but Kristina will be looking to draw the shot here.
I was going to get there.
Nope, she's under.
Definitely third shot, but it not really setting up much for her.
Is it time maybe, Dylan, and even though Therese has been going pretty solid, just to jump on Brenda's hand from a lead perspective, use all her experience to say, you know what, Kristina, Hailey, I might just go with the opposition lead here, change the makeup of the head here.
Yep.
Maybe
you can just get in Brenda's eye a little bit, like some of her bowls. Yeah, I totally agree, Baz. I think that's the next thing they need to try. Good correction from Noelene there.
Yeah, well, that's 3. Big moment here in this match.
Absolutely.
About a yard of weight required. Because that's probably the only thing on the back end of their meeting before having that talk about a short length. Maybe it's just swap hands too now.
Yep.
Just change the feel of the rink, feel of the head, change a few things up.
She's got to be perfect to get this.
Needs to hurry, Kristina. That'll be 3. It's a back-to-back 3s.
I think they'll end up measuring this because Hailey won't give it away. Oh, no. Well. A couple of big ends for the Queensland ladies.
I think, Barry, what you're saying about swapping your lead's handover, just to stop someone from keep doing what they're doing really well is magic advice. If the skips can think about that, changing where the bowls are finishing in the head when you're losing, it just changes the picture in people's minds. If you get that, if she comes over to that opposite side, it'll be interesting to see if she thinks of it.
Yeah, and it's I do refer to other sports a lot, especially my coaching in that, and when you look at a putt and it's a right to left, and then you look at a putt and it's a left to right, it's 2 completely different putts. So for Brenda, if Therese just jumped on her hand and forced Brenda to switch,
here we go.
She's got to start on a fresh line, look at it differently from a fresh approach. And Therese, there you go, she has swapped. Maybe I'm talking too loud. I don't know. I can't really hear myself talk with the headphones on. But
I'm not sure if she's changing because of where that bowl's finished or if it's a tactic.
No, shit was already in her mind.
Yeah, it looked that way. Yeah. It looked that way, didn't it? They heard us or they were onto it.
And I often say to the girls, it doesn't even matter if you're short or wide on that hand. If they're killing you on that hand, all of a sudden you've made them rethink what they're doing.
Yeah, and it's so common in so many sports, whether it's the serve game, someone prefers a certain side of the court, or it's just a common thing. I think it's a bit of human nature in that, but I think for Brenda to be able to, and look, they're not 2 amazing bowls for Brenda. It's a bit loose for her, of course, but just to be able to, even now, Brenda has to play. When I say Brenda Thompson now will have to play 2 on the back end, which she hasn't done a lot of in this direction. So just making the player look down the rink sometimes and look at something a little bit new or a little bit different is can be quite rewarding. And there's one thing this green is continuing to do, no matter what the speed, it is still drawing. It is drawing quite hard. And the players are going to keep that faith in that turn.
Yeah.
You do get punished if you're narrow. You really get punished, that's for sure. There's a bit of room here for Hailey to draw a couple in there for Kristina, and you never know.
Yeah, I think this is probably Hailey's real moment now. get one in there with her first.
Yeah, get the confidence going a bit, and
Yeah.
a couple of ends in a row, and away they go.
She's got to grasp better.
Seems to be on a really nice line here.
I think she's doing a lot of good things. She's got the
played
jack.
it well.
Beautiful.
Great shot, Hailey.
And it's
Packer.
come back towards Therese's bowl as well.
good.
Gee, that's worked out beautifully.
As I said, I just felt that was her moment. Big bowl. Nice trail of the jack there. Gave it a chance. You'd love that from your middle player in any format.
This is where Brenda's been deadly though, getting one back in there. But I think this time she's narrow.
I think she's got a bit on it though. She couldn't, could she? Wow, how close from that, getting that edge. So there you go. Brenda Thompson forced to play a couple on the backhand in a row. Not quite feeling it.
How important is adding a third here and just that little bit of pressure on Noelene?
Yeah, go again, Hailey. You can do it. Send it down the same line.
Yeah, but she's in the right area.
Here it comes. Hailey Packer.
It's going to count. That's 3.
Well done.
She's done the, what's the time gesture?
Yeah, there's no time like the right time.
Yep.
My old skipper used to say.
She could come out and have a blinder the next few ends and totally change the game. So doesn't matter what's happened up until now. It's gone.
Barry, you talk about the second, well, especially in fours, super important position in the lineup of your team, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always said the second in a fours, they're your glue. Absolute glue. You connect the two positions together. Absolutely you do. You back up your lead and you take the pressure off your third. Yeah, we all love a good lead, but yeah, if you can find that dream too that just keeps putting them in that umbrella, a couple of feet behind the jack, it's yeah, I remember a guy, Jason Stokes, great fella. He's the boss man down there at Raymond Terrace. For many years played second for New South Wales. Every time we had to come up against that rink, you just knew that he'd play his role to perfection, Jason Stokes. And Noelene Dutton.
Oh, look at her go.
There is a hole there.
Gap.
Oh, wow. She done it the hard way. She went around the front and then through the middle. It's a bit happening there, but I think of a lot of successful teams I've played against over the years, and a lot of good seconds backing those leads up and taking a bit of pressure off the.
So apparently there's some stat that if your second is holding, then your chance of winning the end increases phenomenally. Is that true, Barry? Or not?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to think so, but unless something drastic's happening. But if your second, like I said, is playing their role and just putting them in those areas all day, you're very going to be well on your way to performing well as a rink. Nothing better when you're a third and they hand you your bowl to bowl and the second's just drawing the shot. And you're like, you beauty. Because the lead's got to roll the jack, put the mat down and try and put a couple in close, and a little bit of added pressure there to start things off, but then if the second can just calm things, I love that. So Noelene finds herself 2, maybe 3 down here. Needs to play a tough shot here.
I think she's actually trying to play through that blue if she gets a roll out of it, or just drawing, you think.
She's a fair bit wider. Let's see her weight.
Needs to settle down and turn hard here. If she turns really hard, she could get second here.
She's done well.
She might even have shot.
She's got second.
No, second.
That's a really good shot. I think that was the better option on the draw. Forehand just around that front blue with 4 to 6 feet. Try and sit that last bowl for 4.
She's holding.
Might draw another.
Plan B, draw another.
Yeah, well,
That works too.
that's a handy 2.
She's done it.
Whoa, whoa. Oh! Bit of everything there. We had a run on, then a turtle to finish. Matty Blackburn, how good is it running for this time of night? You're right, mate. definitely running well. Green 4 here at Broadbeach. As you can see, some people up there on the balcony. A few people staying around to watch tonight. As we see other scores, men's gold medal game. Queensland, New South Wales. Queensland leading 14-4 after 10.
Kane playing a good shot there. They're up and about, the boys.
Yeah, plenty around watching this action.
Is that wind picking up a bit, guys, do you think?
Just comes and goes, I reckon. Yeah.
Just a little gusty every now and then. Usually it sort of calms right off by now, but...
It was windy at Tweed last week as well, wasn't it? Yeah. Is that normal for there, or...? Yeah. Well, let's have that.
I wonder if Therese is choosing backhand around the clock.
Great
If she
shot.
does that, she's all right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
I think Kristina will be happy with her staying on that end if she does that.
So 15-9 here. Green 4. Rink 22. Broadbeach Bowling Club. Men's and women's triples gold medal and bronze medal matches taking place in what are pretty nice conditions. A little bit blustery at times, but this green's running so well.
So I notice all the WA girls are from the same club. Is that how WA runs it, or not sure?
I'm not across that. As far as I know from the outside looking in, yes. But Queensland, you can play with anyone you like. Doesn't have to be a club player.
No.
I think Victoria used to be, but they've relaxed that now. Is that right, Snap?
The first state events?
Yeah.
Yeah, in your region.
Your region, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing with Johnny and Cooper, Glenroy, but they're in our region.
Because you've got to win your region, see. So in Queensland, there's no region. It's just an open event.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's like a Vic Open, and you just can team up with anyone you like. Victoria, I'm sensing WA is...
New South Wales, you do have to be same club, don't you? Or is that
Yeah,
region?
I
reckon
believe
it's
so.
club.
I think it is club.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, would I like to see it all the same across all the states and territories? Of course. Yeah, I think it would be...
Well,
to have that
if we had
continuity
to
would be
do it
great.
From our clubs, we wouldn't. It'd be tricky for us.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, as in, whether it would be that or not, I'd just like to see it be the same way. But if it can't be in certain circumstances, that's fine. But there are other important matters too, logistics. So you've got Queensland, Gold Coast to Cairns, let's say.
Yeah. Alice Springs to Darwin.
Yeah, just ducking down to the Gold Coast for one game of post-sectional singles or something. It's a 2-hour flight, remembering Cairns to Gold Coast and Gold Coast to Melbourne's the same distance flight. So, yeah, I think it's good how the states do try and fine-tune it the best they can for the environmental factors. That's a fair effort from Brenda. Just sliding past. Okay, so let's go around the rinks again. ACT men, they're in front, 14-12 for the bronze medal match. The women's bronze medal match, Tassie 12-6 up, and Queensland now 14-5 up after 11. So definitely into that back half of all matches now. As we see, Therese Hastings holding one, 6 inches away. Brenda Thompson needs to drop a yard on a really good track.
She's on a narrower line. How much weight she got? She doesn't want to promote the red.
No.
The under's okay.
Great speed. So WA have a lot of country clubs with small numbers, so composites are allowed for everyone. These girls have played pennants with each other for years.
Okay.
So thank you, Caitlin, and Yeah, I'm a big fan of the composites if need be, for sure. That's great to hear. And well done to everyone listening and providing your comments. Thank you to everyone that's joined us today. And well done to everyone that's entered your state events.
So Lara Butler is being replaced by Hailey Packer. So good luck to Lara with her little bub coming on.
Absolutely. What a story. Well done, Lara. My goodness, did she play well in the Australian Open?
Oh, she was amazing.
Good shot, Kristina. She's made it
Well
2.
done.
She's opened up a shot for Noelene, but more importantly, she's added another.
Yeah, nice shot, Kristina.
It's a nice little forehand trail here for Noelene.
Yeah, it's set up nicely, that's right. Forehand trail, what, a yard away?
Yeah, 2 blues waiting. Couple of bowls to sit.
I think she's a bit high here.
So what's Kristina? Does she play her shot or she just put another one in on her backhand?
Yeah, I think just between the blue and the purple there.
Yep.
Somewhere, if the jack was
Yep, there she
the
goes.
centre of the clock, I'd be looking around, 5 o'clock there.
Yep.
Just to get to that sort of tee area. As it sits, Noelene can actually play a bomb for a 3 or 4, so.
Just narrower, I think.
2 turns on the red, though, it
What
counts.
could do would even be
Couple of turns.
Big bowl coming.
Love this, though, Colleen, from Noelene. Just to walk down.
yeah.
Just
Just cool.
don't need to be anywhere. The wine will still be in the fridge later. The beer will still come out of the tap. And we don't need to be anywhere just yet. Take your time. Go down and have a little look.
It's a huge bowl. She misses. It's back within 4. She makes a 3 or a 4, and it's nearly a 10-shot lead. So it's a big swinging bowl.
Just composure. And then I think with that composure, that can just create a little bit more self-belief.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely it does.
Big moment here. Currently 2 down. Looking to trail this jack. Is it going to hold?
She's pulled it a little bit.
Oh,
Doesn't want to
needs to
promote
check
that.
out now.
Yep, just the 2.
All right, it's back on.
It is. Couple ends in a row again.
Back-to-back doubles. The girls from the west.
So they're sticking with the mat up. Even though we dropped a 4 going this way, didn't they, last time?
3.
3, wasn't it?
Yeah, that back-to-back run of 3s. One
Yep.
of them was this way.
So only 4 the diff now. 15-11. Queensland in front. 6 ends to go. 6 ends from national glory. Gold medal and a trophy up for grabs. All the way from WA
It's in.
to Broadbeach.
Oh, Kristina thinks maybe it's short.
From winning your state title all the way to the national final. Long journey.
Oh.
So do you like it when they bring the tape out and measure, Barry, or would you rather decide yourselves?
So, do you really want me to say?
Yeah, I do. I'm
No,
asking
so
it.
we've got we've got the laser that measures the jack and bowl now.
Yeah.
I just think there needs to be something that sits on the mat and then just can point it at the jack down the other end and has a reading.
Good.
I don't think we need the tape anymore, but
I can't bear it.
I just thought that we'd have something now. We just put on the mat, press a button, line it up with the jack, and it tells you a reading.
Yeah, or the jack has something in it and it knows how far away it is from the mat.
Well, no. So you know how you put the
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
the metal thing on the bowl and the metal thing on the jack?
Oh, yeah.
Well, can you do that over the distance to measure the jack length?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Of course you could.
Fair point.
So you don't need the tape.
I can't stand it when they come out. If I can decide myself, I do. And if I think it's short, I just roll it back.
I think in this sort of moment where one team's
Yeah.
clearly going long and one team's clearly going
Yeah.
short,
Yeah.
I think you'd like to know for certain.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I see what you mean. There's clear two tactics going on here.
Well, Chrissy just wanted to roll it back. She reckoned it was short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll always double check the length, but I'm just saying, I think if you've got a laser on,
Yeah, it's a great
like
idea.
if you're using a laser for the smaller measures, should maybe just have a crack at using it for the jack too. Very good line here. Love that encouragement from Kristina. There you go.
Well, sometimes it doesn't matter if you stuff up the jack length if you do that with your first bowl.
Yeah.
Few nice
Loud supporters out the
yeah,
side there.
love that.
It's huge when you're getting to a crucial part of the game. You can put a first bowl in like that.
How much do supporters influence the game, Barry?
Yeah, a lot for sure. I've had poor performances in front of large support of mine, where I've not used it to my strength. I've actually tried to shy away from it, and I grew out of that. So if I ever played at an event where I might have had some friends or family cheering me on, if you don't embrace that and take it on board, and you try to maybe shy away from it, it can actually work against you.
Yes.
So
Wow, what
Well
two
done,
amazing
Therese.
lead bowls.
great stuff, Therese. But yeah, I think anytime you've got a supporter or a group of supporters, look at them and embrace in the environment and appreciate them, and I think you'll feed off it. Versus, I remember Michael Walker, and I know he won't worry about me telling this. The BPL a few years ago at Moama, he's come out. He's got his brother there having his Bucks party at Moama and brought all his mates.
Here's an amazing bowl coming. Oh,
Great shot there. Wow, Brenda.
Yeah,
Great correction. And so Michael Walker's gone out and he's played his first game, and he was worried about not playing well while his brother and all his mates were there. So he didn't look at him, and he just sort of put too much pressure on himself. And he was upset. So I went and had a chat with him, and I said, mate, you got your brother here. Some of them are your good mates. It's your brother's good mates. They're here on a Bucks party. They're having a great night out. They're here to support you. They're here to cheer you on. Embrace it. Get around them. High five them back. And really, and he played the match winner that night. Put the jack in the ditch and won the whole thing. And yeah, I had a small slice in his awesome night. And I'd won
there.
I'd won a BPL up into that stage, and I was so happy for him to get the reward. But I just said, mate, you won't get a better opportunity. You got your hometown, your brother and all his mates. Take it all in enjoy it, and appreciate the environment. So, but yeah, you ultimately can't beat it. But feed off it, I say.
She goes, Brenda. She's been awesome so far.
This looks great.
Just coming in.
This looks really good.
She's
Brenda
gonna dead
Thompson.
draw it.
Got
She's
the
going to
jack.
dead draw it. Oh,
What a shot.
Gee, she's played some rippers.
And just finishing up with that story, I think of one of the best wins I've ever seen in bowls. Karen Murphy, World Indoor Singles at Potter's Leisure Resort. And Karen had 3 people in the crowd supporting her. And it was Australia Day. And I go back and watch that game every now and then. And Karen's won that in front of an English crowd against an English opponent on Australia Day. Unbelievable just to see how she owned the environment. And
yeah,
it
fabulous.
was a real gutsy win in that hostile environment. Probably 1,000 people in the crowd, in the hall, and 3 people cheering her on. Brenda switching hands now over to the forehand. Anything behind would be good.
Wolsey's just called her up to about a metre behind on this side, and she's nailed it. Look at that. Beautiful.
Kristina's got a nice shot on her forehand. So the bowl can go clean if she gets it right, or she gets that inside half of the bowl. She's going to go with the jack, you'd imagine, or it'll go out of bounds.
Okay, so we've got a game that's completed. It's the women's bronze medal match. New South Wales scoring 7 and Tasmania getting the win there, 16-7. So congratulations to Tasmania. winning the bronze medal for the 2024 Women's Australian Triples. We'll get back to a bit more detail after this shot here. Kristina Krstic.
Close.
She's on it. She's got it.
She needs to get it through the hole. She's played
great
it.
Shot. And the crowd got it behind that bolt. She played that absolutely perfectly.
So well done to Jess McMullen, Deborah Lee and Rebecca Van Ash for picking up the bronze there. And a great effort goes to the New South Wales team of Brianna Smith, Samantha Ferguson and Dawn Heyman.
Super important end, this one, hey.
It's a huge shot from Kristina, that conversion. She's made 2, and it's not that easy to draw for Noelene. There's a bit of traffic at the front.
Good body language here from the ladies. Kristina. Okay, so Dawn. Well, I was thinking it might be just a similar shot here, just down through that front gap, but
yeah, it's tricky, isn't it?
That bowl might be just enough to make Noelene potentially switch hands or be a bit aggressive. Maybe look to try and sit something.
Yeah, she's got a shot to take one of the bowls out playing forehand with weight to reduce it to 1. But to actually get the shot herself is quite difficult with this head, how it's set up. To be able to draw through the gap there, it's got to be absolutely perfect weight to not to hang around.
She'd be dangerous about coming the other side. But she doesn't want to roll tees in.
3 down's no good.
No. Like she's playing that side though.
Yeah. Look.
Just looking for a steal on that backhand.
Yeah, I think maybe either side of her blew one out. Oh no, she's going for the jack.
I don't mind this. She's close to the jack here.
Tell you what.
I've seen her do it.
Oh, it's gone out of bounds.
What a shot.
Great
That's
shot.
a great bowl.
She backed herself in. She didn't have many options. Probably the chances of getting jack and chances of drawing are probably nearly the same as a 50-50. Backed herself in and went it. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, inch narrow, it's jack in the ditch, or inch wider. And
I like it. There was a clear port there for the jack, and she went for it and got it.
Hard shot though, guys.
Yeah, very hard shot.
It looks easy on these streams when you're watching, and then you get out there and have a crack, and it's not very easy.
That's a hard shot. To miss Therese's on the way in.
Men's gold medal. Queensland boys 11 up, 4 to play. Look to be playing pretty well at the moment.
Yeah, and Mac McLean has just killed it and hit his opposition. The jack's just flown up and hit his opposition.
It's an injury.
There's a tactic. Take him out.
So that was, I think he might have been down bronze medal then, Mac McLean, with 1 to come.
And he's just gone bang.
And as it sits, that match.
Therese, she's really settling in here.
The last 3 bowls have been inside 6 inches.
Yep.
Yeah, settling into a good rhythm there. So South Australia lead ACT by 2 in the bronze medal match for the men. And Brenda Balchin, she needs to sit this bowl.
She's gone.
Made it worse accidentally. Okay, a bit of front end pressure coming to fruition here for WA. Therese Hastings.
Perfect bowls, Therese Hastings.
Wow. That last 4 bowls.
Yeah.
Crazy. Backhand around the clock's worked a treat. think it just shows the experience of the ladies here.
Therese got the dynamics.
This is close here. Needs the
got it
jack.
now.
Brenda Balchin.
She's got it. Oh!
Oh, she's desperately unlucky there.
Great quality bowling here.
It's a better head for the Queenslanders regardless, but she was pretty unlucky not to get shot. And Hailey can draw confident on her back end there.
So ACT.
Are they holding over there?
Yeah, they're holding. They trail 14-16, but from what we can see, holding one on the head. We'll keep you up to date with those results as they start to finish up. As we see there, that's final now. Don't need to play the ends out. No time limit. As well as there being knockout. So the women's bronze medal game is done. Well done to Tassie.
Brenda Thompson back on her forehand coming down this way.
Just a fraction high for that weight.
Not a bad try though.
That's probably the perfect weight just to arrive or trail.
Yeah, because you want to get the jack past those bowls.
Yeah, just enough to kick it out into the open.
Yep. Opportunity for both teams here. Hailey's got a chance, but she didn't quite come out too well, that one.
Brenda Thompson. I think she'll play the same weight here. Probably just bring it in a bowl of line. Or same line, take the weight off.
She's taken the weight off a little bit. No, she hasn't.
Just pushed it. Yeah, for the night she's had.
She's been playing awesome.
Yeah. So, nice cheer from the crowd there. I think that's ACT might be holding a couple. So, potentially holding a draw. Will we see an extra end?
And we do often see extra ends in these matches, don't we, Barry?
Yeah. No, there's been a lot of games just today alone. Come down to one bowl sometimes.
Kristina, confident draw, turn the blue once or tuck the jack back in. She can end up in a good home.
Just got to stop on that side.
It's another one in the mix.
How confident is Noelene with her big weight again?
Very.
Yeah, I think she won't play super big, just that nice yard to 6 feet over.
Very close. What a shot.
Oh.
I reckon
Close for
Kristina's-
one.
Yeah, same bowl, Kristina gets
So
shot
the
here.
angles on the screen here make it a little bit tricky, doesn't it?
Yeah. So Mac McLean draws another. It might be holding bronze medal there, ACT men. Very close. We'll keep you updated.
Kristina's in a good area here. Just forgot something. Well, Noelene holding one, but no real issues with
Same bowl.
drawing another.
So what's happening over there? Are they having an extra end or?
For me, because they're not shaking hands yet, I reckon it's two, Mac McLean, one to come. Mac McLean might have to play the match winner here.
How much room you reckon he's got, Baz?
About 2 feet,
Okay.
18 inches, yep.
Tell you what, this is tracking again.
Look, she's got it.
Oh, what a shot. Oh.
Oh, she's
Now, this is one of those funny angles again. She's either made only one or it could be 2 or 3.
three.
Yeah. Looks 3 to me.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards at least 2.
I think that's what she set out to do here. Well, so they're measuring. So Mac McLean, I think, just said, you know what, I think we've got 3. He's got one bowl to come, Mac McLean, and he's not playing it, so...
Yep, 2. And I reckon this one's in. 2 great shots from Noelene.
ACT pick up the win. So with Mac McLean not bowling his last, I'm confident that they picked up a 3 there. So ACT get the win there for the men's bronze medal. So congratulations, Wes Falconer, Joel McGuinness and Mac McLean. And a tremendous effort and good tournament by Samuel Dietrich, Samuel Denton and Mitchell Percy from South Australia. Ascot Park boys started their day so well, just went down to Queensland by 1 and went on to have a big win over NT, and it was a great match to stream, the 3rd round match against WA, but on that occasion ACT picking up bronze. So 2 games still alive currently, the men's and women's finals. And this one, 7 the difference, 5 to play.
So Queensland just managed to stop that little bit of a run from WA, taking a 3 on that end, but WA not out of it by any stroke.
If Therese keeps leading the way she has the last few ends, you'd think that there'll be an opportunity coming for them.
Yeah, it's been the multiples for Queensland. They've managed to pick up obviously the 6 on the 2nd end, but it's been the 3s. They got a 3 on the 9th end, a 3 on the 10th end, a 3 on the 13th end. So when they've scored heavily.
When they've really needed a big bowl to be played, Queensland ladies, they've stepped up and played it.
They have.
Whenever the WA ladies have had a good head, either Brenda, Thompson or Noelene stepped up and played a huge bowl, which is what it's all about in this sort of event.
Well, that last head was magic
Yep.
by both sides, really, wasn't it?
Yep.
Brenda, bit of a slap of the leg there, not happy.
Didn't like it. Pulled it.
She wants to miss the Reds now.
Oh, it's hanging around.
She's turned that one in for shot, but there's still a bit of room.
When you're skipping, don't mind those bowls 18 inches out in front of your jack, or you hate them? You hate them. Depends on if you're slow.
Yeah, I think hate's a strong word, but I know what you mean, Colleen. Obviously, yeah, ideally from a Leeds perspective, you don't want to see anything short of the jack. You know, I'm a big believer in team events from a lead. Yeah, give every bowler a chance, on and beyond. But 18 inches is good going, you know, in any environment, any format. So, yeah.
Not bad on a slower green.
It's
you
good
can do
shooting.
a bit with it.
Those 2 red bowls are fine.
Yeah.
They're the only.
There you go.
They keep getting closer.
Well, that's it. They're in that hit-up zone, but yeah, in a
Like on a quicker green, that 18 inches is...
yeah. If you throw in some wind into these conditions now, you're putting 2 bowls inside a yard. That's phenomenal. But yeah, do you like them?
No.
Any bowls in the way? No, of course not. But I mean, to the conditions, that's great bowling. 2 bowls inside a yard for sure.
Yeah, it's nothing to sneeze at, but the danger is if the jack moves from the opposition, then all of a sudden you're in a little bit of trouble. Yeah.
Dead in the water.
Yeah. But sometimes they can hang in there and stay shot.
Brenda, not really sure. Well, okay, a bit more vulnerable with the jack on the forehand, but that's what you run the risk, swapping hands. Trying to play 2 the same on the same hand, I always believe, is definitely the best medicine, if you can. You look back in a game of bowls, if you've played every hand multiple times, it's hard to get rhythm going. I am a firm believer the forehand and backhand are 2 different deliveries, so trying to get the same rhythm up is not that easy.
Well, that motor memory is all wasted as soon as you flip side,
Yep.
you know.
Hailey Packer on its way in. Oh, beautiful line. So Noelene Dutton, she's 2 down, can trail the jack if she does get it right. If she just gets it off centre, she can make it multiple. But I think it would be just a confident draw, trail being a bonus.
Yeah, this is one of those ends where if Kristina is able to draw a couple in here and put a bit of pressure on, you never know, they might get
it's back into it.
Yeah, they might get a 3 or a 4, or the other way around. Nolene's played some huge bowls in these situations.
A bit tougher here for her to steal it. Hey?
She's got to play a
perfect.
ripper on her forehand to navigate everything, and
But she did on the last end, did she not?
we're not ruling it out, that's for sure.
It's just she loves to, which I do like. I love how Nolene's just keeping the game on her pace.
Yeah.
As I said before, she does not look like she needs to be anywhere else other than right in this moment, and you love to see that.
Yeah, she's really in the zone, isn't she? You can tell.
It's on a great line.
Oh,
Weight was really good. That's probably given her a little bit more confidence, the fact that the bowl's fallen over now. I think it's a lot less vulnerable, that bowl. But yeah, Kristina, you'd expect her to get one inside the sort of the yard here.
crucial to draw another here.
The Manning Eagles.
Showing a great line.
Yeah, looking good. He's got the legs. Trying hard.
Anything red or past, and she's in.
Maybe.
Oh, no, I think definitely 2, but not 3.
So Kristina was telling me she started when she was 14. Did I say that at the start?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So Noelene here. I think you've come that far, you might as well go back down again. If not, I think it's try and keep that last delivery fresh in your mind, keep that weight there. I thought her weight was really good.
Yeah, she wasn't far away.
Brenda's.
Backhand, I just don't think looks good on the eye to draw.
I think she's just played one there. It's this minor correction. Weight was good. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
She wants a really good second shot by the sounds of it.
Yeah, she's not trying to get the
It's
shot
tricky
in.
though, it's not easy.
Yeah. Didn't really go back behind the mat and reset there. Two hands playing pretty differently.
Tell you what, if she's here.
But when you back yourself in,
Here she goes. Look at her.
anything's possible. Oh, she might get... yeah, great effort, really.
Is that'd be second. Here we go.
Third, I
Maestro
think.
is serving it up first. Okay.
Yep. So at least 2 here coming in the way of WA. Kristina looking for a yard of weight.
played this well, hasn't she?
Yep,
yeah,
she's
it's a great
done it.
shot.
Yeah, nice shot, Kristina.
And that draw even at this time of night on
Yeah.
the hole. Beautiful.
Out to the peg nearly.
Yep.
Oh, that'll be 3. How many times has this happened? Queensland skip away and then WA peg him back.
Yep, definitely.
What's going to happen, boys? Are we allowed to do that?
So 7 ends apiece. 4's the difference, 7 ends of the piece. So that's what we spoke about, those little
Yep.
goals earlier.
Yep.
You know, Kristina can say to her team on the crossover, well done, keep it going. We've won 7 ends apiece. We're going all right. But it's just that elephant in the room, that 6 on the second end. That's the one that they've been working towards removing from this contest. The moment they get back level pegging, they've got back from that 6. So just a little bit of update what's happening next door. Men's gold medal match. Obviously there you can see Queensland leading 17-9, and New South Wales looking for they need a multiple. They need to pick up at least a 3 to be able to try and win the match, or a 2 to draw. And
I reckon Kane's holding a couple too, so I think
they've been trying to kill it the last few deliveries to try and...
yep. Kane's trying to put in a blocker halfway up the green.
So Jack McShane trying to kill the end and go again and pick up a multiple. If they don't, if he doesn't kill it here, that'll be all over. So Jack McShane in the background.
Can actually see the blocker on the screen there.
You can.
Winding up.
That's all she wrote. Queensland, men's gold medalists.
Could it be a Queensland double? So well done, Kane Nelson and his team.
Jake Rinn and Andy Evans.
Yeah, the Comets, Capello Comets.
They had a couple of scares earlier in the day with a couple of narrow wins, but they've pushed through. And
yeah, SA pushed him. Therese Hastings. It's been a big second half by her. Great leading.
Kane played the match winner against WA in the second game. So yeah, great day from the boys. Congrats.
Well done to Queensland. That's Andrew Evans, Jake Rinn and Kane Nelson are the 2024 men's gold medal triples winners here at the Australian Championships, and congratulations to the silver medalists in Jack McShane, Heath Lewis, and
Tom Rich was leading.
was it? Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, Tommy Rich. Just trying to.
There we go.
It is him.
Brandy's
Yep.
got one.
So well done to both teams. Big effort, especially those states, winning state titles, Queensland, New South Wales, big effort. Strong states, hard to win in any state, but definitely come up against some
And some of those guys are in some events later.
Yeah,
Next
so
couple
good
of
luck to
days.
the players that are playing in other events. This one just sitting down. Well, that's A1 position for Hailey. That's a great spot. Not quite counting, but very handy bowl there.
Just going to make a little prediction that WA win the next couple of ends, and we're in for a grandstand finish here.
It has that potential, especially with so many multiples. You go back through the last 4 or 5, 6 ends, there's multiples everywhere. A few 3s for Queensland, some 2s and 3s for WA. And Brenda Thompson just trying to open this head up. Might hang around for second, not quite. Well, could be.
It's not a bad posse.
Yeah, I feel that Queensland might have 2 seconds now.
She's really preferred to play that forehand coming this way, I've noticed. Yeah. Hailey's in a good area here.
Yeah, same line as the previous delivery. Oh, that's a great shot, Hailey Packer. Well done.
I think she's done enough for 2 there.
Interesting that Brenda... I also can see a weighted shot on here.
That blue bowl's about to fall over by the looks of it.
Queensland has a
Which way is Brenda coming?
interesting shot here. You know Kristina's going to be coming down here on the right of screen.
Yeah.
Do you get in there first or...
Oh no, she's just getting in there.
It's going to take a tough shot this from Brenda, but...
She has been playing that side really well. She's been playing both sides really well.
Needs to slow down for me. Yeah, so not completely wasted. Handy back there. Because Noelene Dutton, she can rip those two out for sure.
She's going to come down.
There's good angles there up on her forehand runner, isn't there?
Yeah, she gets that bowler Hailey Packers first. They both go.
And she can even hang around, I reckon, if she's clever.
Yeah, remove those two bowls. Might make 2 or 3, depending whether she stays around. But Therese Hastings
this is what you were talking about before, where you don't play your backhand through that head, you play your forehand, so you don't take your own bowl out.
That's right. Yeah, if you're swinging backhand there, you can take the blue bowl out clean with minimum weight, and beforehand it's pretty protected.
This is where you said Kristina was going to put a bowl.
Just needs to slow down.
Yeah, just going to trickle through.
I think you'll see forehand with weight here.
She's played these runners pretty well.
Yeah, she's played a few in this direction too.
Yeah.
You can see she's definitely squaring up to this. Well, no. Well, I'll be.
What would we know? Tell you
Look at
what.
this.
Clears the front blue.
And it's
What is...
Ooh.
No, it's back to 1.
WA scoring here is just... It's all that really matters for them. 1 or 2 doesn't matter too much.
Well, if WA win this end, that'll be 4 ends of the last 5. So it's good going. As I mentioned, it's those multiples that Queensland's been able to pick up. Kept them...
She's on a great line.
Could trail the jack here.
Oh, she's come in, run in for another one.
Nice shot. Great weight.
Well, the forehand's out of the question now. It's backhand.
Or is it? Is that cannon working? Does that cannon work or not?
She's looking at that.
6 feet of weight, swinging forehand, blue, red onto orange. Or backhand, sit bowl, trail bowl.
Yeah, I think to me the backhand just looks good on the eye.
It does look good on the eye.
Got that orange there, just to, that's your guide. That's where you want. That's what you want to get to.
I think she has to play enough weight that if she does get that front bowl of Hailey Packers, that it leaves the head. I don't. 6 feet. If she's a bowl tie, she turns Hailey in for another one. So it's very weight conscious, this shot.
Yep. She's got dead weight here, I think.
This weight is perfect. Is she going to turn in time? Noelene Dutton.
Oh.
Massive effort.
Great effort.
How's that weight control?
That was a beautiful bowl.
Changing hands all the time and just steps up and just does it. It's this.
Who's our marker out there? Do we know?
So 1 shot to WA. Therese Hastings. Her last 6 to 8 ends have been great. Really put them in good areas. And WA have won 4 of the last 5 ends. 2-2, lost to 3, then went 3-1. So 3 ends remain. And let's talk about results.
What's your prediction, guys? Are you gonna
No, sitting on the fence, please. Yes, we can. Colleen, let's go. What do you sense here, Colleen?
Why don't you guys go first? Do you know Noelene Dutton is such a fierce competitor, but these girls are going awesome. I still would pick Queensland to stay up.
So I'll just write that down. Queensland to stay up. Queensland, Colleen, yep. And yourself, Dylan?
Yeah, I think WA are going to win the last few ends here and steal it.
Right. Okay. Snap up for the steal.
Off the canvas.
As Brenda Balchin says, I'm sorry, Dylan, I've got news for you.
Which they've done all game. They've played great. They've done that all game.
Harry, what do you reckon?
Well, we're quite lucky to be able to sit in the position that we are to see these two great teams push it right to the wire. And for me, before I give you my prediction, the way WA's handled themselves after losing that 6 on that
It's been
second
awesome.
end,
Yeah.
you would not even think, if you walked in here, as soon as they dropped that 6, you would never ever know it, the way they've handled themselves. And
Yes.
and Dylan called it, especially about Kristina's demeanour and the way she carries herself and has conducted herself with the team tonight. So I'm going extra end.
That'd be fitting.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, good.
Well,
That's sort of on the fence, though, isn't it, Dylan?
No, extra end.
we've
and then
done on the fence,
and then
though,
we'll
come
assess who
on.
wins the extra end.
We've done well in the fact that all the other games are finished and we've still got a few ends left here, and so it's
Careful.
worked out
She's
well.
going to chip it. No.
Great leading. Brenda Balchin. A couple of big ones when required. So, all right.
Every girl out there on the rink tonight has had some fantastic ends, haven't they? There's no one not in amongst it.
Could be Hailey's moment. She's asking the question of it.
Just that little
Oh, I
run.
played it really well.
You know,
Gonna
off
sit
that
the
one.
back one, but it gives them a chance.
Great shooting.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a long day. Down here, nice and early. 4 games. But be all worth it. Brenda Thompson, backhand.
Oh,
Well, she's just going a touch. It's a bit unlike Brenda. Bit of a loose one there.
1 foot trail down the line, 3 shots.
Yeah, I like that play with her previous delivery from Hailey. Just giving it a chance. Sit the blue here or trail the jack.
it's gone a little bit wider.
Yeah, if she's got right weight, she's a chance.
Absolutely she is. What about just the bowl?
Down to the
Oh,
bowl
down that
here.
one there. Mm.
Oh.
Oh,
Might be enough.
So good.
Well, it could be close for shot here.
Regardless, she's given Kristina a chance.
it's a line out of a movie, isn't it? So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes, absolutely.
Brenda Thompson, big correction required here.
Oh,
Could she trail it to Brenda Balchin's bowl? She can.
Oh, wow.
That's enough for at least one.
what a great game we've got to watch, hey?
Brenda Thompson.
And Kristina's still got a shot on as well, though. But
Yeah.
it's great bowls. She's got a nice little shelf to work off and
Is she-
take the jack back her way.
As we see there.
So she's going to play
Yep.
in onto here.
Yep, and the jack can
And back
come
onto
through
the jack.
through
Yep.
this way to their
Yep.
bowls, and
So sit the purple back onto the...
yeah,
Just
Jack.
can't be too quick.
No.
Doesn't want to get red through Hailey's.
yeah.
Minimum weight here. Well, it's firmish.
She needs to hold.
She's stalking this,
She
Kristina.
likes it. She's got a wall. She's got a wall to ride on.
Fall off that at shot. I think she's
Oh.
made shot. Yep.
Oh,
Has
there,
she?
that'll do for one.
I can't tell from that angle, guys.
Yeah, that'll be one to Kristina Krstic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yours is
know.
slightly different. Oh, there we
Noelene
go.
took off. She's got something in her head here, and I reckon it's just a little 1 foot trail.
Yep.
That could really shut things down here.
Bit of orange, bit of jack.
Yep.
Lovely.
So Noelene Dutton, as she's done all day, flicks the cloth over her left shoulder. Well, it's definitely arriving.
Yeah, she's in the zone. Or
She's
she
gonna
not
come
got
off.
enough weight to hold
No.
up there? No.
Got another one.
Well, okay, I thought she was quicker than that at release, but that weight was perfect.
Yeah.
Those little ones, sometimes they look like they're coming out.
Kristina still looking to be confident here? Or is it match situation? Not really. She seemed to take off pretty quick.
She just wants the end.
Yes.
How's she going to make sure it happens?
This is one of those ones where you kick yourself if you give the shot away, but
Backhand, 4 feet of weight. Sit the purple and stay for 2, or back cut the jack into that nest for 3 or 4.
yeah.
Definitely one of those moments. One's good, but there is a little number up for grabs here.
She's trying to come onto the purple again.
Won't hold.
Don't
That
think
one's
it can
gone.
hold this time.
Oh, careful. Weight was good. Noelene.
The way Nolene's played, I'm backing her to give this a red hot
Hold on.
crack.
You pick the other guys, mate.
I know, but I just...
It's this is a tough one. It's a bit of high reward. Yes, you can make a 3, but you can potentially drop a 2 or 3 here. I think she's got to try and miss high, if anything. Sit the bowl clean for 3. Definitely
Just a
higher than
little
her
bit
previous.
more grass.
Definitely higher than
That's
her
the
previous.
nice weight you're talking about.
Oh,
the feather.
what is happening here?
No, that's fortunate.
Just a 1. Spin it round for us, mate.
Well, we'll soon tell you. They've taken 1 out.
Oh, yeah.
Big measure here. 1's okay. 2 or 3 makes it tricky.
Good camera work on that. Oh, it's not.
Oh, that's an umpire job. That was close.
Oh, mate.
So it's not the blue one. So at worst it's 2. Or at best, but depending which way you look at it.
Who you voted for, mate?
Well, are we? Have one.
No, don't stop. Oh my God. Is there any chicos in there?
Very steady hand required here. Look how close that is.
So they can't use the electronic measure in there?
No. So 2 it is. Bit of a fortunate slide off the front. Was in a decent area. So Queensland pick up 2. After losing 2 ends in a row. And they now lead 20-15 with 2 ends remaining. This has been a top shelf match. All 6 players contributing. And we're with you, Carol. What a great game. Yeah, from here, all the players will be proud of their efforts. Such a long day. 4 games of 18 ends. Brenda Balchin, as she has done all match, forehand. And she looks very good here. This is a great start from Brenda. They are the joys of staying on the one hand all day. Just checked out when it got to the jack there. A vicious little turtle.
Thought it was going to get right in behind. Just fell out, but it's very good nonetheless. Therese will be looking just to get here. Fortunately, she hasn't.
Okay, Therese Hastings is quite a long end. That one pulling up about 6 foot short, but the way Therese is corrected today, both players really, both leads. Not a bad effort there from Brenda. Only probably 18 inches short, a little bit high. That's probably not a bad gap though, is it, Colleen? In terms of not building too big a target.
Yeah, absolutely.
Close here.
Here comes Therese. She's been...
Oh, we knew she would. Well done, Therese. So Colleen, or choosing Queensland to win. Dylan Fisher. WA to snatch victory.
Yeah, it's looking ominous, but I'm not ruling it out just yet.
And Baz is going for an extra end.
Yeah, well, that's a really good home. As you'd suggest that WA are going to be sort of looking to play some kind of aggression this end. But if the Queensland women's team pick up a 2 here, it will be shake hands. So, Hailey back out. Well, that helps a lot.
2 seconds.
Yeah, it was big getting third shot there as that cannon lines up. All the ability to sit that blue, make a 3. Brenda Thompson. She's drawn so well tonight.
On both sides. On both sides, she's been awesome.
This is a great line. How's her weight?
She's there.
Good.
Has she got the jack?
She has.
Oh.
Brenda Thompson, if you don't mind. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're handing out the votes, I think Brenda gets the 3.
She's tucked the jack
She's
away.
been awesome, hasn't
I reckon
she?
a handful
but
of
they've
times.
All played fantastic.
Oh, no doubt. No, it's been a great game. I've been very impressed with all the players. Yeah, definitely Brenda's ability to trail some jacks and dead draw when she's been in some form of trouble. Hailey's done very well at this, giving bowls a chance. Kristina needs that, be able to trail, because Kristina knows she's now down championship.
That's a hard shot she's got coming up. What's she going to do? She just draw, or is she going to try and change it?
I think Kristina, all she's got is trail the jack for 2.
It's the hand to do it. It can bend well and truly around that front one and get back to the jack. We've seen that plenty of times.
Or do you just go big at the red? You could flick blue and purple out to make 2, or you get red through blue and you know you're not down championship.
Yeah.
Do you play to stay in the game, or
would you get both of those out? You'd have to be big weight onto the red.
You can, where the chalk is on the blue,
Yeah.
if you hit that blue there, that removes the purple
The two that
and
way.
make 2. See if Noelene can manage to get 3rd or 4th. Well, she can't. So does Kristina go for both bowls or...
She's thinking about it.
Yep.
I think that last bowl of Nolene's has made up her mind.
Yeah, half the blue, purple goes.
She said backhand, so she picked your shot, Barry.
Yeah, and I think if she gets the red, she knocks one out, then they're still in the game. They still go to another end.
No, she's going forehand, I think.
Yeah, forehand, backhand, not really.
Doesn't matter too much.
No, all angles are in play.
Mm.
Okay, missing high. I like that weight though. So, as it sits, Queensland holding the title.
3rd shot past the jack is the perfect bowl here.
So, what, a yard off?
Yep.
Just beat her own, really.
Yep.
So, the Kiwana girls, Brenda Balchin and Noelene Dutton, with Club Kiwana's Brenda Thompson.
Jeez, I tell you what. Is it just moving again? Just going.
They are holding match and championship. Can Kristina Krstic formulate some kind of big shot here? Blue through purple. Can make 2.
I think she's committed after her first one.
Yep. Any touch on that red bowl, they stay alive anyway. And as we saw second end, there was a 6 up for grabs for Queensland. So that front bowl, that front blue bowl, goes straight at that, halve that through the purple, make 2, 3 down play in the last. I do like forehand. There is another result off that bowl there as well, coming into the head. Whereas backhand, you're probably doing well to get it.
Yep.
Forehand straight at the red takes one out, or you catch
She
the...
tried for it. She was trying
Yep.
forehand. She was trying the shot you
Yeah,
say.
I think that's the go.
Guys, are you better on your forehand or your backhand when you're driving? Do you have a preference? Your
backhand for
backhand,
me,
Dylan?
yeah.
What about you, Barry?
Probably forehand flat out, backhand stroke. Kristina Krstic going much bigger weight here.
It's backhand and she's underneath.
Mm. Oh, what? What happened?
Not much. Nothing's changed. There's still one shot at least to... It might keep the game alive though.
I think it's still 2. It was nearly crazy.
If that had went in bounds, that it was game on again. Who knows? Never say never. So they're actually going... If they're going to have to... If they measure this, they're actually measuring for the Australian title. Always makes it a bit nervy.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's running.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think purple wins that. The jack's more in line with the purple than it is the red, and they're not that far apart in line here.
So we'll wait and see, but we feel it is Queensland holding 2 here.
And it is.
Two shots to Queensland. So Club Kiwana's Brenda Balchin, Club Helensvale, Brenda Thompson and Noelene Dutton from Club Kiwana. They have a big hug and they've had a great day. They are your 2024 Women's Australian Triples Champions here at the Australian Championships for 2024. Well done to both teams. Congratulations, Therese, Hastings, Hailey Packer, Kristina, Krstic on a tremendous final. We look back through the ends, they're pretty much all the same in terms of ends won and lost. Just that number early days set up the Queensland team. So it's a Queensland double, men's and women's, with Kane Nelson and his team picking up the title. It's been a great day here, day one. And I just want to say, Colleen or Dylan Fisher, great to have you sit with me, Dylan, for the 3 or 4 games, and Colleen. All the best with your bowls.
Thanks, Barry.
And good luck. And great stuff you're doing with bowls in general for everything up north. And
thank you very much, Barry.
Thanks for having us in the commentary box. And Dylan, mate, same to you, mate. Look after yourself the next few days, and wishing you all the best with your bowls moving forward. Great to have you in the commentary box. My man to the left, Robbie Allen. Genius as always. Bit of a power outage, but you responded well, mate. And well done to all players on day one. We're checking out. We'll see you again lunchtime tomorrow for day 2 of the 2024 Australian Championships here at Broadbeach Bowls Club. And that'll be pairs. Good night.